Okay, there we are. And apparently we're speedrunning tonight.
I would actually be really curious to see a group who tried to speedrun a module and see how they did.
Really
Tomb of Horrors.
I have a GIF of it here if you want to see what it looks like. Here's a pretty good example of how it'll go down. This is your character, Richard, by the way.
Yeah. That's exactly it. I wanted that Castlevania vibe.
Oh man, I love that fight scene so much. It's so good.
Really good.
Just a desperate fighting against someone way more powerful.
Yeah.
I don't think
I like how too the punches. It just looks like he's going like this. Like it's not colliding.
I missed
He's
that
just shadow boxing against him.
Is this fight from season 3?
2, I think.
I think 2.
I know I've seen 1 and 2, but it's been a while. I never did watch 3. I never did get around to it.
2, I think, is where they have the big fight with Dracula, but I could be wrong.
Okay.
Or is it the end of season 1?
3 is when he's his army is building up, right? Or 2 is he's building his army up for what I assume would be a big battle in 3. He's got those witch sisters or whatever.
No, so spoilers for season 2, he dies. Yeah. They kill Dracula in a Castlevania. But then season 3, they set up all these plot threads with new vampire girls and all these worldly different things all over the globe. And then season 4, they're anyways, we're wrapping the show up right now. So then they close up all the plot threads.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So I have seen season 3 then, but I guess I've never seen 4. So
they
I don't know what
tried
happens
to
in
do
4.
the True Blood thing, and they're like, oh yeah, weird political stuff in the vampire world, and you're like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I thought it was interesting, but they're like, this is expensive. You have 1 season to wrap up every
Yeah.
I am now a quarter of the way through Stardust Crusaders and JoJo, and I am having so much fun with that show. Oh, it's so much fun. Anyways, Sid, we could talk anime forever, or you could start DMing, and I'm guessing you're fine if we talk forever. So
always,
yeah. But whenever you're ready,
we leveled up last episode, right?
Totally.
We're level 17 now, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Absolutely. All right. I felt like all that talking was worth some XP, so cool.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Artem, by the way, did you just trim up or something? The shorn head and beard look is looking very suave this evening. Maybe it's your mood lighting, I don't know.
I did nothing.
All right, well, you got some good lighting going on tonight.
So who wants to recap? You don't have to. We didn't do much.
I feel like in character, I could get away with not recapping this entire thing we do because my character has no idea what's going on.
That's very unusual. Usually, Tony, your characters have a pretty full grasp of everything that's going on.
Yeah, usually I'm the go-to decision maker, brainiac face.
Reliable
yeah, that's what I am every
narrator.
time. Yeah.
All I remember is tarot cards.
Last time
I accumulated my first batch of minions. They'll do for now. No, the lads all met.
I'm not gonna lie. If this was an anime or an actual show, I would love for your character to always be doing the last time on, and it's just his journal, his interpretation.
I was gonna say, it's Dear Diary today.
Unreliable narrator the entire time.
Totally skewed version of what happened, and then someone's like, actually, that's not. Well, not okay.
I feel like it always has to end with a really affirmative statement that's absolutely shot down the moment another character speaks.
Like the next line.
Oh yeah.
The next So we decided we were going to the river. All right, so we're here in the forest. Just an immediate, Archer style scene transition.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh.
So where we are, or guess what happened?
Thank you.
Yep. So some of y'all ended up in Barovia, waking up after a questionable night before, maybe. And then a couple of you started here. Regardless, Ryan's character Dristan was approached by old lady hag woman thing in the woods, and she's like, prophecy. And then he was like, I guess, shrug. And so he kind of followed her directions. He found the other 3 characters. They gathered up Garen, who was found dead in a bush. And then you guys went to where the old lady told Dristan to take you, which was to her, and she read some cards for y'all, which I think I might have already archived. Hell yeah, I did. A+ me. Either way, she kind of reviewed kind of different aspects, different locations, things that might help end the curse of Barovia. And I think that's where we left off, was you guys leaving her tent, if I remember right.
Yes.
That sounds about right.
Cool. So, stepping back out of the tent, you're met with fresh night air. The music has calmed down a little bit, but there's people still milling about the fire. It is starting to become bitter cold as night falls. It's drizzly, it's freezing cold, and it's been a long day. Some people have turned in. Again, others are still kind of hanging around by the fire.
I cast magic missile.
What was Athena's reaction when we left the tent? Because we made her sit out there while we got our cards read. Was she still being a good girl, or did she have like a puppy sense of like, I don't know? Should I roll some like dog insight to see how she's doing?
It's concerning that you turned to your dog for insight.
Hey, she's a good lass.
No, actually, when you come out, like one of the Vistani's given her like a deer antler, and she's just really happily like chewing on it.
Well, she rolled a 16 insight, so on it with a -2. So good for her. She's enjoying that antler. Hi, girlie. That's probably the biggest bone you're going to be having this entire adventure. I don't see myself slaying. At least I hope I don't have to slay nothing bigger than that.
She's just eating, like not eating it because it's a fucking antler, but she's quite happy to gnaw on it.
Right, so I got no idea where I'm going, and he starts like pointing at the other party members to Dristan, like, you seem to know your way around these parts pretty well. You got a chip on your shoulder, he's pointing to Noah. And you, I don't know what your deal is, but you seem tough, pointing to Garen, and then pointing to Cyrus. And I guess you sort of have an idea what you want to do too. But you, Dristan, you know your way around these parts, it seems. Any idea where those hints will be taking us? Kind of relying on you to navigate.
Well, I know we all just heard the old woman speak literally a few seconds ago, but why don't I refresh what we just heard?
That would be wonderful.
In case anyone is just tuning in now and wants to know what happened.
Honestly, while she was talking, I was distracted.
That tracks.
My interior monologue went rampant.
I paid about as much attention as I normally can. And I'm going to leave it at that.
Madam Eva's card reading. This card tells of a history. Knowledge of the ancients will help you better understand your enemy. 2 of Glyphs, the missionary. I see a garden, dusted with snow, watching over by a scarecrow with a sackcloth grin. Look not in the garden, but to the guardian. This card tells of a powerful force for both good and protection. A holy symbol of great hope. The 9 of Glyphs, the traitor. Look for a wealthy woman, a staunch ally of the devil. She keeps the treasure under lock and key with the bones of an ancient enemy. This card of power and strength. It tells of a weapon of vengeance, a sword of sunlight. The 3 of Stars, the elementalist. The treasure is hidden in a small castle beneath a mountain, guarded by amber giants. This card sheds light onto on one who will help thee greatly in the battle against darkness, the innocent. Evil's bride is the one you seek. Your enemy is a creature of darkness, whose power are beyond mortality and morality. This card will lead you to him, the marionette. Look to great heights, find the beating heart of the castle. He waits nearby.
All right. Well, I believe this means one thing. It's time to turn in. Does anyone know of a nice 5-star hotel? Something with fine sheets and scented candles.
I think you're looking at the nicest lodgings we're gonna get, friend.
I'm sorry, maybe, perhaps those words mean different things here. I mean like a place with walls and a bed, not a campsite.
Well, looking at the 9 of glyphs, the traitor, it says to look for a wealthy woman. You guys were all sent here with the behest of the Burgermeister. Is that correct?
Yes.
Noah's just gonna look at his note. I guess so, yeah.
Irina Kolyana has been afflicted with an evil so deadly that even the good people of our village cannot protect her. She languishes from her wound, and I would have her saved from this menace. The Indiroviches are quite wealthy, and she's quite well known. It's possible she's the wealthy woman the car spoke of. We already have a reason to go there. At the worst, we can find somewhere to stay, some supplies, maybe some allies. I would advise against going any other way until we have our bearings. We being you.
Right, because you know your way around already.
Yes.
I agree with everything he said. I will say, though, I'm from Barovia, the village, and I don't remember Irina being... I mean, there's a lot of hullabaloo about her, but she was a fine enough girl. I'm not sure what kind of evil the letter talks about.
Well, I suppose it is time to investigate that, find this evil, and harness it for our own machinations. Yes?
Like I said...
Or crush this evil that... What you're doing?
Or you're barking up the wrong tree. He's gonna go over to near the fire and find a spot that looks roughly softer than the rest of the spots near the fire. And flop down on the ground.
One of the Vistani that's still over there, he looks down at you a little like perplexed, and do you want a tent for the evening? We have spares, we have room, you don't have to lay on the ground.
Oh, nah, I'm fine.
I gotta be honest, I normally prefer the outdoors as well.
Do you have anything on the second floor?
The roof of the wagon.
Is that a term or a double entendre of some sort?
He gestures to like it's a small wagon that would actually not even be drawn by like a horse or any kind of farm animal. It's one that would be like guided and driven by somebody walking.
Oh dear. Well, I will take what I can get, I suppose.
I suppose that is your only option. So, and he like gets up and actually like goes to his own tent.
Do I get the feeling that these other tents are bigger on the inside as well?
Roll a
Arcana?
Magical insight. Yeah, sure. Maybe.
Maybe.
The madam's tent seemed much bigger on the inside. Granted, a lot of it was kind of like barred off, but
You know, I will take you up. I'll take you up on that offer for a tent. I believe it would conserve warmth a little better.
come on in. And, like, he waves you on. He guides you over to this little trio of tents, and he'll lead you into the purple one.
Wonderful, wonderful. What do I see when I arrive in my new...
Walking in, it's not bigger per se, but it is cozy. It's warm. It has like a fire pit that they've dug into it that's got some hot coals burning, some ventilation to get rid of the I should have said that. To get rid of all of the smoke that drifts out of it. It smells good. It smells like incense and maybe some herbs. There's actually a small like bookcase lining one of the walls of the tent. And there's 2 or 3 bedding, like elevated beds.
Oh, this will do. Do I get all 3 of the beds?
Why do you want all 3 of the beds? Are you going to stack them up on top of each other? What are you going to do?
It's not about the need for beds. It's about having them.
All right, good night.
Good night, thank you. Thank you, good sir.
He turns and he leaves.
All mine. All mine, yes.
Achilles is actually gonna find a spot, not literally next to Garen, but like near the fire as well, and just like lean over, just like on the one elbow down on the ground. So, people often find you looking nearly dead in bushes and whatnot.
That depends on how much I had to drink. Speaking of which, he takes out his flask and, takes another swig.
Can I, you mind?
Go for it. I don't know how much is left.
Great. Not much, but anyway, there's your thing. So you've been around here a long time then, yeah?
Is that because I'm old?
Well, just anyone's been in Barovia longer than I have.
Uh-huh.
So, what's your deal being around here? What's your purpose in life? What are your goals? That sort of thing.
He looks off into the sky for a little bit. I think at one point I had a good answer to that question. Now I have no idea.
All right, I'm not gonna lie to you. That's a pretty terrible answer to my question, but thanks for answering. Nonetheless, and this accent is all over the place again tonight. But thank you for answering.
It'd be hard to nail it down,
It's Scottish, man. It's like the hardest one to do. Anyways, me, I just try to take care of this lassie here. Hopefully, find her namesake one day. Maybe here.
Yeah, how'd you lose her again? How do you lose a person? That's a little weird.
I didn't lose her
You
so much as...
forget to cherish them.
You don't say I love you every day. No, she was a mentor of mine. I'm the way I am in the woods with my magic and my hunting skills and all that because of her. And then one day she just sort of up and left. Haven't seen her since.
And why are you going after her?
Because I haven't seen her since. I don't know how she's been. All of my skills to her, and before I could even thank her for what she taught me, she was just gone one day. I was in a good position to take over her position, and then she was just gone.
Maybe she retired. He's gonna drink again.
Well, she retired, and she retired to a portal or something. Haven't seen her in a long time. Been on the search for her, and I got sort of nothing else going on as a result. Can I get another sip of that?
He gives it back. if you followed her here, can't say you're gonna find her, but you know, we'll try, I guess.
Handing the canteen back. I'll be honest with you, it's less of a following her here and more like, hell, I've looked everywhere else. Might as well try this place too.
Do you ever consider she's just dead?
I try not to think of that possibility, because that's like the worst one.
Well, I mean, you know, don't set yourself up for disappointment. He's just gonna down the rest of it. It's like, oh, that's sad.
Yeah, I suppose.
He puts it away.
And then he'll just warm himself up by the fire some more.
Tristan's gonna kind of drift over behind you guys and say,
Is drift also spelled with a Y?
yes. Is it safe to assume you'll be here for the remainder of the night?
Oh, until I get up
Jesus
to take
fucking
a piss.
Christ, how did...
Two very different answers. you go first.
That's all I was gonna say.
Okay. I mean, yeah, that was the plan till I fall asleep or, you know, till I get up, take a piss in the woods.
Very well. I will be out for hopefully not too long, maybe a few hours.
Going somewhere.
But yes, it's getting late and I'm a bit peckish. So I really need to go and feed.
I lock the door. I build a door and I lock it. I build a door
like a Fortnite building, like
yeah, yeah.
Achilles not being a very observant type, I would like to roll an insight just to see if I understand why Dristan needs to disappear.
No, absolutely not. Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
Go for it.
I'm gonna Eyes of the Grave, Tristan.
Right, well, you do what you gotta do. I don't know what your deal is. Have a good night.
He's a shy eater. I don't...
Yeah, I got no idea. I roll a 4 on insight, so I'm just like, you do you, Tristan. I'll see you in the morning.
Are you gonna Eyes of the Grave him?
Yeah.
Do they count
Arden,
as undead?
what's your flavor for Eyes of the Dead?
He literally lifts up his eye patch and like his blind, broken eye looks at you with it.
But what do you see?
You know, I don't know. I mean, because it comes from a divine god of some sort, I imagine that, like, I almost want to, like, do you remember, I don't know if you've ever been in the Haunted Mansion ride, but, like, they showed, like, the portraits of people, and then, like, when you turned slightly, they were, like, the ghostly, like, versions of them.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's what, like, he sees, like, the dead form of people if they are undead and hiding, and otherwise, like, if they're hidden, like, he'll just, like, see them, like, start to glow that, like, greenly ectoplasmic type thing.
Well, Sid, I don't know if you want to make a ruling on this, but technically, the Dampier trait is humanoid.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking for what he is, this is like the halfway. So, like,
Sure.
if that's what you see, it's like a flickering in between the two, like a spotty internet connection or something like that, where you're like, you're not undead, but you're not that too.
You're like
Real talk.
decriminalized undead.
In the last session, he Eyes of the Dead, Madame Eva.
That's
And
true.
it wasn't so much, I have to sit and look up what Madame Eva is, because I know what she is. I needed to make sure that you didn't flicker all funny.
Oh, okay.
But because you're halfway, we can run with that. Like, maybe Dristan turns his head and you, like, catch just this flicker of, like, gaunt skin of, like, a hollow eye socket, and then he, like, looks back and it's not.
Okay, well, don't stay out too late. And he, like, lowers it. He's a little unsure of what to make of that.
Tristan is going to pull the bow from his back and walk. Well, he's going to turn off or douse the flame in his little lantern. And when he walks, as soon as he walks out of the dim light of the campfire, he will disappear.
That's fucking creepy.
Hey, what? What's that?
Don't worry about it.
I wasn't.
Noah, what are you doing?
He is going off. He's his blood runs real warm, so he's not as concerned about being by the fire. And he's gonna go off over near the little river area, and he's gonna sit along the bank. And he's gonna attempt to commune with his patron, just be like, "I'm sorry that I'm receiving magic and orders, essentially from another woman who does magic. Please forgive me. I am still working for you, and I can't wait to be with you again, and I will definitely not fail you. I just need more power first. So I will do this detour, but I assure you I am still going to get the key. I have not wavered."
Can you roll a d20 for me?
Mm-hmm.
You don't hear a response that you like that's typical. It's not silence, but it's not a clear cut response either. Instead, you feel this sort of thrill go up your spine, like a hand just drifting up your back, and you hear warbling, like maybe there's a voice, but it's muffled. And then it grows quiet for a time before stay true to the path. You're making me so proud.
Oh, good. I will not fail you.
Then you feel like a kind of chill as the feeling kind of dissipates.
I'll go over to the fire.
So for the evening, are y'all just going sleepies, or is anybody taking watch? Tristan, I know that you are hunting. Would you like to see what you get for the evening?
Yeah, you want me to make some rolls?
Yeah, roll some rolls.
I feel like he would. Would it be reasonable to say he takes 10 in survival for tracking any?
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah.
So that's 15
Okay.
to take if he takes a good chunk of time going around the area looking for any tracks or scat
Okay.
or wild game.
Roll. You also roll a d20. Okay. It doesn't take too long for you to find the tracks in them just themselves. You're next to a pretty premium water source. And when you do find it, it's sporadic at first, and then it feels fresh, like new tracks. And what you eventually find is a doe. Kind of small, little thin around the ribs. But a single doe who's seems to be just grazing in the thicket of the woods.
Yeah. Tristan is going to get to an advantageous position. He is going to take a non-lethal shot, and then, assuming that hits, proceed to feed.
Go ahead and roll your attack.
Would it be reasonable that Tristan is hidden?
Yes. So yeah, go for it at advantage. I just saw 41 and I was like, fuck. Non-lethal, you said. Yeah, no, it hits. And it's one of those, like, there's a jump and this poor creature starts to bolt, but really it just gets like 2 or 3 good paces before it just falls over, feet kicking. And the sound is unsettling, this sort of shriek that seems far too loud in the quiet.
Tristan is going to descend upon the doe, and he is going to, can I share this? Is this how I can do this? I don't think it lets me roll it in here. Oh, no, there it is. I found it.
What?
It's gonna let me roll. It doesn't have a little roll action for it. Oh well.
Yeah, that disappeared on my end too.
Tristan uses Vampiric Bite. And drains the doe.
So you feed for the night. And it's a meal well earned after traipsing through the woods, gathering up these strange people, delivering them to the madam to be sent on some kind of weird prophecy-driven fetch quest. Who knows? But regardless, you were satiated.
He kind of has this moment where he's been very composed and very kind of like, if anything, kind of dour. But when he does feed, it's like he's a different person. Like, it's like he gets way into it, and then he's like, oh. He kind of just like wipes it off him, like, you know, the pupils go back to the normal size, and he stands up and he's like, another day, another doe. And then he starts just kind of walking back towards the camp.
And with that, does anybody have anything that they wanted to do before the morning?
I think you mentioned if anybody is going to take watch. I think Garen will take watch. I assume that the other people in the Vistanti camp will also be taking watch at certain points.
Yeah, and you definitely notice that they have a pretty strict system. Like they will go wake their partner up. Those people will go crawl into their bed. That person is out on watch. It's just a cycle, and they just kind of march this perimeter.
Okay. I think whenever he does it, it'll be like in the middle of the night whenever he wakes up naturally because it's just a little too cold, and whoever he's on watch with, he's going to try and get alcohol from them.
Sure. Honestly, for the lulz, we'll say it's he went sleepy by. Probably this creepy motherfucker who's out with you.
Oh, good.
And he actually has like it's not even a flask. It's a like a wax sealed bottle. Roll perception really quick just for the hell of it.
Oh, okay. No, it does work. Okay, there we go.
You don't recognize the label, period. Like, even in the firelight, there's nothing familiar about it. But you know in your heart of hearts that this is like outside wine. This is not Barovian wine. This might be the good shit. But he happily shares it with you as he just kind of folds cards down and plays like a solo game.
Okay, I was about to say, like, Garen, otherwise it would be like, we could die tonight and then you would never get to drink it. I mean,
I have plenty. You can have it.
More?
We leave all the time. Of course I have more. And he like...
You leave?
We do, yeah.
How?
We walk. We just go.
Glug, glug.
That's right. Drink up, buddy.
If you're like sipping over by where Achilles is sleeping, you'll see that both him and the dog, you know how dogs will do like that little kick in their sleep, both of them do that because Achilles also like kicks with his like satyr hooves a little bit in his sleep.
Running dream?
Yeah, basically. Leaping dream.
Other than that though, aside from a young man getting a kill and having some dough and somebody else getting a imported drink, the night is quiet and you all rest peacefully. I will say, let me review some stress stuff real quick because I know at least one of you got really stressy.
Did we? Or did one of us?
One of y'all got close. One of y'all got close. Hold on, sorry. And before you know it, it is the next morning. When the sun rises, it's not those sharp rays of warmth that come in. It's still misty, still drizzling. For a long while, even after you're sure that it should be sun up, it still seems just a little too dark. Until the sun rises to burn off some of that cold and it lights up a little, but it's still horribly dreary. The Vistani around you, they're up in waves. Some of them are bright and early, coming out to make different kinds of breakfast. People who have been cycling on watch kind of crawl back into bed. Others are drifting in and out, grabbing breakfast, setting about chores for the day, or even just like hanging out reading books. And in the midst of the bustle, Madame Eva actually comes out and she squints at you lot. You all stayed here for the night. I did not realize. I hope it was comfortable for you.
I've had worse.
Xenia says staying out in the cold builds character.
I don't know about that, young man. I like a warm bed. Are you well? She tries to she kind of angles like trying to see into the helmet.
I am on the path. I am quite well. Thank you.
So do you take that helmet off when you eat breakfast? Seems like it might be hard to get things through to the slot.
I do.
Right.
He'll take the helmet off, and you'll see that. Have any of you seen Interview with the Vampire when they in the very beginning when they turn the lights on and Brad Pitt goes from ooh, he's amazing to oh god, he's got super veiny pale skin. That's kind of what it's like. And he's got little nubs, just barely. It looks like horns are in the beginning stages of growing in. And his ears are a little bit looking like they're starting to form into little points as he puts his helmet down and just kind of looks around, kind of looking to see how much judgment there is. And I don't know, given this area, maybe people wouldn't think twice about another weird-looking dude.
Achilles will take notice of your growing horns. Just kind of lean forward a little bit, just like, hey, looks like someone's got horns of their own coming in. I remember when mine first started budding. Are they causing you pain or anything like that?
Splitting headaches, yes.
I can, fix
It's
something
like,
up
it's
for
like
that.
it's like I want them to just
Right.
finish, but it's just like lots of pressure.
We satyrs have some remedies for that if you want a little, head relief.
What kind of magic is that?
Well, it's not magic. It's just naturally occurring things. Sprig of this, stick of that, a leaf of that. You sort of grind it up, put it on your horns. Feels a lot better.
Sounds like components of primal magic to me.
I suppose.
No,
whatever
no,
you call it.
I think I'd best stick to what Xenia provides. No.
All right, well, suit yourself. And he'll Achilles will reach into his pouch and pull out something like that. It's be almost like product for your hair, except he slicks his horns with it.
Yeah, ain't no salve is gonna solve a devil problem. There's a little bit of judgment in his voice, but not based on your appearance.
While this is happening, Tristan just has his eyes locked on Madame Ava, like
she gets this wry smile again, and she just kind of grabs a biscuit from something that was made on the fire, and she goes, huh, and she just wanders away.
Achilles will pick up one biscuit for him, one biscuit for Athena, toss one to the dog. All right, so it's a new day. It's a new day and all that. So where we headed first, lads? Some of you seem to. All right, the town, Dristan. We're counting on you to point the way.
I think that's our best chance to at least start. At the very least, if you are able to help. What's her fucking name? Colian?
Irina Coliana.
Irina.
I'm not gonna say that name in Achilles' voice because it will not work. I will lose the accent immediately.
If you can help the Burgermeister's daughter, it can go a long way. And you want every friend you can get in Barovia.
I've never had difficulty making friends, so if that's the way we're going, count me in.
Get your things. Let's go.
Go for it.
As everybody's packing up and getting their stuff ready, Garen will take a second to go over to Tristan. I assume he's doing the ranger thing and standing ready to go at the outskirts of the camp. But he'll try and find him alone for a second and calmly, but out of earshot of everyone else, just say, "How long have you been cursed?"
Sorry, saying that to me?
No, to Tristan.
To Tristan, sorry. Okay, go ahead.
At least 100. Maybe 115. It's hard to keep track. Getting harder, rather.
Is it gonna be a problem for us in the middle of the night?
It wasn't last night. As long as I can go out and take care of my business, it shouldn't affect any of you.
Alrighty, well, I don't normally have to offer this through words, but let me know if you need a cleansing. And he like slaps you on your shoulder.
Like as he walks away, he's like cleansing. Why would he? And he looks down and he sees like specks of blood on his cloak, and he's like, kind of like.
As the rest of us walk over to join them, Achilles just gonna like give a little side kick with his like hoof onto the door of the place where Cyrus is staying. Just like, "Aye, you're lagging behind, friend. Time to get going."
Leave it by the door. I'll have breakfast shortly.
You're gonna be having breakfast alone if you don't join us.
What? He pops his head out and he's got like silk pajamas on. What was that? We're leaving?
Yeah, already halfway out of the camp, so better skedaddle.
Yes, of course. I'll be there right away.
As I'm walking over with Athena to join the rest of the group, like, you know, Athena, he's got nicer pajamas than I think I got armor.
She's still toting that deer antler, by the way.
like dragging it behind her.
Well, they actually have them like maybe yay big. They're little forked.
Okay.
Yeah, so she's got a thing. She's got a toy.
Great.
So y'all take off.
Yeah.
The Vistani see you go, and before you all leave, they do pass off like another thing of rations. They're a kindly people. They enjoy company. Y'all didn't cause any trouble. There's a little bit of wine, some bread, some weird cheese that like in your heart is mold, but also maybe it smells kind of good. It's blue cheese. And some like different kinds of like dipping oils. It seems weirdly extravagant, some of the stuff for just travel rations, but they just have it and they pass it off to you.
Achilles he'll like do the finger dip in the middle and then go like like wipe a little bit of that on the horns too, just to like, yeah, that's got a nice sheen to it.
I was about to say there's a weird gloss building up on your horns right now.
Yeah, just like a disadvantage on stealth when my horns are glossed up.
Cyrus's face just like drops in horror when he sees you wipe blue cheese on your horns.
Hey, it's good for horn health.
Calcium.
As we're walking away, Tristan says, "They must really have faith in us." And he's gonna pull out the bottle of wine. He's like, "They don't give this to just anyone."
Shall we crack one open then? Little traveling sippy-doo?
It's 8 a.m.
Yes.
Sounds like as good a time as any to me.
Need some sort of orange juice and bubbles.
Oh my god, I'm gonna die.
Are we gonna be traveling stealthy like, or is there any concern about noise when we're on the trail?
No concern about noise. If anything, I would just keep your wits about you. This road has been known to be.
If we toast this up and spread this on, it could be a nice bruschetta.
So basically, no pan flute on the trail.
That'd be a bad idea.
Got it.
Unless you'd like a pin cushion for bandit arrows, then no.
I'd like to avoid that. I've tangled with enough of those in my day.
And Cyrus,
Yes.
you should stay in the middle.
Yeah. I will. I'll bring up the rear.
Yeah, I'm good pretty much whenever or wherever. I mean,
We can be second from the back.
We can be bookended by rangers. That's kind of fun.
he's actually more of a frontline guy. Wait, no, he's got. He literally can be anywhere. He's pretty versatile.
Sid, how much faster with this whack-ass road here is it than going just directly here? The Zap Brannigan. Here's the one with some chest hair on it.
Just phew, perfect. So obviously, as the crow flies, that's going to be over the lake. You didn't see any boats with the Vistani. You are more than welcome to swim, but God knows what's in that water. About a day's travel if you were to go straight. like a day's travel and a little bit of change. I wouldn't impose exhaustion on you for sticking to the woods and like going around the lake. But I would say getting to the road would probably shave off like a few hours, probably get you there early evening.
What's this marker here?
Yep.
Oh, there's a trail there. Okay.
Yeah, do we know if the trail is like, is that a known trail or is it?
I would say that, you know, those foot trails that happen like through grass because people just use that trail so often.
Desire paths.
Yes, I love that phrase, by the way. It's
sexy.
It's that, but it's
What is your desire path?
The wagons. It's the wheels
way.
of the wagons that the Vistani take and leave, and like it's just built in at this point where they're like, okay, these areas have been cleared, and you can travel. It's a little easier walk than just like drifting straight through the trees, but it is still unkempt road. It's not cobble. It's still like muddy holes and stuff like
that. Then yeah, I say we take that desire path to the main road and then take the main road over to the village.
I love
sounds
me a
good.
good desire path. It's like half of the best part of being a ranger is finding a good path and just, you know, desiring it.
Yes. All right then.
I just
we walk.
imagine like Tristan just like, all right then, and just like turning,
Yep.
just swishing, just walking away.
And there's definitely multiple times along the path where Achilles like will reach for his pan flute and then be like, nope, can't, nope, don't do it.
Meanwhile, I think Cyrus every now and then like gets a splash of mud or like a little tear in like some of his clothes and is constantly having to like, damn it, mend, prestidigitation, mend. Like just trying to keep pristine in this heathenistic wild.
The mosquitoes are fucking terrible, man. Oh,
If
man,
if
those
Achilles notices you're doing that, he will like
Probably not.
deliberately be flinging some stuff with his hooves forward just to mess with you.
So travel with taking those particular paths and then getting to that main road is easy. For Garen and Dristan, it's a little easier than you'd typically anticipate. There's a couple of moments here and there where you can't help but think that it has not been bad travel this morning. Typically there's wolves, there's beasts, there's bigger wolves, there's bigger beasts, but it's been simple and it's been quiet. The mist occasionally drifts off and like it's not direct rays of sun, but it's that little bit of heat that occasionally warms your bones through the overcast. And as you crest one of these trails and onto the main road, or what begins to get to the main road, there's a feeling of uneasiness that you feel. This sort of strange dread that you can't really figure out the origin or the reasoning behind it until if y'all want to make a perception check for me.
Hell yeah.
Alrighty.
Sid.
Yeah.
So with Vampiric Bite,
Yeah.
it says when you attack with this bite and hit a creature that isn't a construct or not dead, you can empower yourself in one of the following ways of your choice. You can regain hit points equal to piercing damage dealt by the bite, or gain a bonus to the next ability check or attack roll you make. The bonus equals the damage dealt by the bite. There was a long rest in there, but it doesn't say anything about resetting on a long rest. Are you all right with?
Oh yeah, no, I would think wording like that, and especially your type of character, the way you're playing it,
Ooh. Sorry.
I would,
Thanks.
goddamn, I would say that'll carry over no matter
Okay.
what. If you were just gonna like murder hobo everybody, would be like, no, it's a long rest and you'll like it, but
You don't know. You don't know what I'm gonna do.
The crit is mine, Sid, and then the
Sure.
19 is Athena's sniff check.
Sure. 18. Very nice rolls. Shit, boys.
I think we just won D&D.
That's it. We're done.
Back it in, boys. We did it.
Good job.
We killed Strahd.
We detect all 5 phylacteries in the forest. We stab them all, and we're done.
Funny that you say that. Come over. The mist suddenly kind of drifts in, and as it seemed to be burning off, it seemed to come back just as quickly. Sun's still out, clouds still in place, and while travel has been easy, it has grown quiet. And as I said, there's this odd feeling of just disquiet, unsettle. Garen, you see it first. It's this figure that's just standing in the middle of the road up ahead. And right there along with you, Achilles does too. Athena, like, her scruff kind of bristles. Her hackles are up. Damn, boys, all of you, all around. And it's just like one by one of you. It's just this figure just staring at you from down the road, and you all could just kind of come to a stop.
I think Garen will pull out his shield and just have it on his arm. He's gonna look up to like the clouded sun suddenly, and like under his breath a little bit, just be like, "Come on, you fucker, don't leave right now."
Hello, stranger. Who goes there?
The figure doesn't answer, but they start to walk forward closer. You see chiseled features, angular, aristocratic features, this beautiful cloak and this ornate sort of armor. And as he grows closer, he smiles, but it seems a little forced, a little cold. But he smiles all the same. And then he dips his head. I have heard word that we have received a few new faces in Barovia. And I felt that it was required that I come out here to bid you welcome. And again, he dips his head. His hand goes up. And he straightens. It's a very regal air about him. But he still has that kind of disquieting smile.
Oh, are you the Duke of this realm? Obviously someone of means. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Cyrus Ulysses Norvat Turnway. Perhaps you've heard of my father.
The Duke. The smile grows, and it's actually genuine. You see fangs on either side of the mouth. I am the god of this realm.
I see. Well, thank you for welcoming us to your realm. What should I address you as? My liege, my lord, your honor?
As Cyrus is kind of vamping, Tristan is going to shoot up an arm. And as you've seen him up to this point, his mood has fluctuated from, like, bored to unimpressed to fucking over it. And I know I'm the resident weeb of this group, but, like, if there were ever a time to have a over-the-top, like, terrified, like, sweat reaction shot, this is it. He is, like, his arm is up to kind of, like, try and get you to shut the hell up, but he is whiter face than he normally is. He is terrified. He has seen this face before, and he knows exactly what he is doing.
Add a point of stress to you, by the way.
Yeah, that's fair.
Dear Strahd,
Garen's gonna preemptively like reach out and like put a hand out in front of him before he runs full force at Strahd.
I'm not. No.
I am, as you say. But I did not get your name. I believe it was Noah, correct?
I don't know how you know, but yes, Noah.
Oh, so he knows his name.
I appreciate you being all friendly. I'm only here to retrieve a key that I believe you have. So if it doesn't mean anything to you, I sure would like it.
You come into my realm and you try to retrieve things from me?
If it's no trouble.
Where did your backbone go, boy?
I wouldn't dare have one in front of you.
Richard, make a perception check really quickly.
Okay. Ooh, I got a whole +1.
Oh, you saw a flirt with that one.
Yeah.
You feel that chill up your spine again, but this time it's not the hand up the back. It's more like claws and skin. It's almost painful. And that warbling kind of echoed muffled voice, you hear it just kind of sounding off in the back of your head. You were so driven yesterday. So keen on finding me. Where has the wind gone from your sails?
Such a mighty reputation you hold, my lord. Just
intervening. Just like, my lord, these fools, they are not worth your time. They are just here to assist the Burgermeister's daughter. They were summoned. And he's gonna start snapping back like, letter, give me the letter, give me the letter you guys got.
Cyrus will like offended just like hand him the letter slowly.
Simple summons.
Snapping at me.
Can you roll an insight check for me, Tristan?
Yeah. I gotta reinstall freaking D&D Beyond on this. I thought I had it last week.
What happened?
Nathan. 5. I'm terrified. I'm pooping my pants right now.
His eyes flicker down to the letter very briefly. And then he looks back up. That is all that you are here for?
I am leaving.
I just want the key. I think everyone else is here for that. I'm just sticking around to survive until I can get the key. And so if I could have the key, I'll get out of here and tell amazing tales of how powerful you are, and how seeing you in person really exceeds the tales.
Tristan, how close are you to him? Because you held up that letter. Yeah, because you held out that letter.
I don't think he's taken a step forward. He's just kind of like held it out.
Okay, like, okay, yeah. Making sure.
Like pointing out the seal at the bottom if there's any kind of signature or something like that.
Truthfully, gentlemen, I was hoping for more. He lifts his hand. This might be bad. A ball of flame gathers there.
Oh, here we go.
And it starts to grow.
I'm okay. I'm gonna cast Mage Armor real fast. Not that that'll do jack shit.
I'll let you.
So like, dark smoke starts seeping from my pores and collects and does that same shit it did last session. And I'm going to say, what is it you were hoping for then? We don't want to leave you underwhelmed.
You seem to change your tone too. And he's going
Do I?
to...
I think before he throws anything at us, Garen is gonna move a little bit away from the group and like try to goad him at him if he is going to attack. It's just gonna be like, come on, leave the kids out of this.
What fun would that be? And he casts Fireball, and we're gonna roll initiative.
Oh dear, man! Sid wants to get this over with. She's trying to.
I don't
Two
want
and
to
done.
DM anymore. Here, let me grab
Someone's
that
finally
stuff.
gonna get a TPK. All right.
Ooh.
And Athena said, "No."
Oh man.
Now I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. Yeezy
I
Pete.
need to double check something real quick.
Copy y'all to make sure that none of the Vistani get in here.
And
Oh, I think that's still a -1 on top of that.
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to double
Hold
check.
on.
So, Revised Ranger has advantage on initiative by default, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me get you guys into place, and I
Okay.
hate this.
That's
so much.
me, and then Athena is.
Like, initiative, like building initiative order is like my least favorite Roll20 thing, like without fail.
Oh, me and the dog rolled the same. That's wonderful.
It's funny because there's some better ways to do it, but all of them involve just like clicking on the token before you do
Mhm.
initiative, because then it auto adds it.
Yeah.
So you, the dog, and Noah all rolled the same.
Did you also get 21? Yeah, you did.
Yep.
Damn.
Well, you're Dexier. If you would like to go first, I will
Sure.
default that to you.
Okay. Give me one
Oh
second.
yeah, does my weapon of warning gives me advantage on initiative. What am I doing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I imagine your weapon of warning would be like alert, alert, danger.
It's like that. You know that
Evan.
game where you gotta. You know that game where you gotta press the button first, or you get like electrocuted, like in your hand. Is your weapon just?
I'm still going with Ring Wraith Scream. It's just like it's like that terrible.
Yeah.
Sorry, I hate it, and it takes me forever.
No
Cyrus,
problem,
did you
Sid.
roll
I did.
initiative? Yeah, you
Got a
did. Damn,
22,
boy.
baby. Rocked it, socked it, roboted it.
There. Do-do-do-do-do.
It would have been too meta to make my favorite enemy an undead, so hopefully we fight some beasts in this campaign and not just all vampires.
God, y'all rolled crazy.
You might
I'm
want to switch from beast to monstrosity, just given the nature of the game, because we might not run into.
Yeah, but it
Maybe.
didn't like. That's not like what he would do, though. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it would be. That'd be a little like what do you call it? Min-maxing.
Well, in one way, yeah, but in another way, like even like werewolves and like
Girls.
natural things like that are still monstrosities. Beasts are literally just the animals.
Yeah.
That's it.
Honestly, yeah, like beasts and monstrosities, like for the most part, should kind of be the same thing.
Yeah,
sure. Absolutely.
I usually consider them the same thing in my head canon.
Like, oh well, that bear has an owl for a face, so it's not a beast; it's a monstrosity. Idiot!
Yeah.
You're not good at that one.
that was such a Dwight thing. Idiot.
Yeah.
You're not good at that one. Is just such a funny way to say it.
What if
Sorry,
monstrosities were like
Rockstar.
were beasts, but also had like terror attached to them? So like, you'd have to roll for that.
I mean,
But
ahead
like
some
then
do it.
then a rattlesnake would be a monstrosity.
Hey,
Go
I've
ahead and
never.
put y'all where you guys, or put yourselves where you are.
How
before we
far? How
launch
far
this
do you
thing.
think Garen would have been able to move away from the group?
Oh, it's
That's
here.
funny.
Honestly, it was probably like maybe 5 feet. Like you starting
okay.
to sidle off to the side, it was like,
Oh wait, no, it was ahead of me, so it's like that.
and because we're kicking off with him throwing this, let me roll this damage. Let me roll this thing. Let me do this thingamajig.
I like the idea that while the cutscene's playing, Garen's just in the background backing up. Just
No, I
Just
actually
kidding,
he was
buddy.
more like aim at me rather than
Gotcha.
backing away.
Oh damn!
But I don't
Strahd
know if he
terribly
would
for
be-
initiative.
Yeah.
ooh, another good music
It's
That
choice.
doesn't have to be
Ryan.
anywhere.
Okay, y'all. We need dexterity saving throws, please.
Hey, just as a heads up, Sid, since you're the DM, you can just make shit up. You can just
Oh, can I?
make shit
Yep.
up.
Oh, shit. Well, in that place,
You can just
Like,
do stuff.
a pony comes, and it's a different game, baby.
It's
Alright.
just
Right.
my little
Type
pony.
something here. My proficiency bonus. Oh, okay. The beast is proficient in all saving throws. That's kind of great.
Nice.
It said, I'm assuming for stuff like this, you'd still want me and the dog rolling separately for everything? Just to make it easier?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Oh no, I forgot there's a dog! Shit!
You're gonna have
Sydney,
to John Wick
you
that
did
dog.
this. You killed the dog.
Oh, I'll play no more.
All right, that's...
Melody lost her from familiar
Oh, whoops.
permanently last night. It was devastating.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So, Sid,
Yeah.
that's
Alright, we're supposed
actually...
to roll a, what's
That's actually a
dex save?
21, my bad. Not an 18. And here's the
Okay.
dog. Okay, still pretty...
Let me check something real quick.
You said dex saves?
Yes.
Dexterity saving throw, yes sir.
Okay, thank you.
Why would you bring a dog here?
I didn't know what I was getting into. She's just my friend.
Oh my god.
So,
Oh no.
Those silk pajamas are about to burn off, buddy.
it's all of y'all. Holy shit. Okay.
Well, nice knowing you.
Only
Cyrus is
one
gonna go ahead
person-
and die.
Saves.
Oh,
Oh
no.
boy.
With my 21, my goatness.
Yeah.
Okay.
As
Oh, also technically, I think that's also an advantage as a satyr, but whatever. I'll take
there's
21.
just this eruption of fire and heat and pain. I hope it's not a TPK. I think one of you at least had enough fucking help. So, Tony, you only take half.
Okay.
It's just an easy 20 hit points, guys.
Of what kind?
Fire.
Oh, I'm resistant to that. Thank God.
Fire.
Hey, Artem, play me the most painful doggy sound you got.
My watch just told me to breathe.
That is accurate.
Oh, I hate that. Oh, I hate that very much.
That's the dog charred on fire,
Yep.
rolling around.
God damn, that's
You
all.
did this, Sydney.
I don't
That's
like
what
that
Vector
feeling.
is.
So, yeah, the dog's dead, right?
She's in death saves, yes.
Yeah.
Now,
Are we
I will
doing
say,
massive damage?
with
rules?
well, she had
No.
18 HP.
Or
It
maybe.
did 20. So it's not. It wouldn't have been a massive damage at least.
Oh yeah, can you guys not see each other's health?
I can
Oh,
see
if I hover
Achilles'
over it.
health.
I can
If you
see
hover over
Garen's.
I can
Oh,
see. I can
Huh.
see mine and Garen's just fine.
Yeah, I can
I-
only see
No.
Achilles. And
Yeah, I can only
Garen.
see mine.
but-
Yeah, I can see.
I
a
literally
cave
have
here,
this problem
too.
all the time too. Like there's just some things that are like, oh, how about that?
Yeah, you got to go into the little gear thing,
Oh,
and
there you
then
go.
near their bars, it's like player C. It's a little.
That's so
it's
silly.
It's easy to miss.
Oh my God, Cyrus is dead.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I need to roll Strength of the Grave.
Cyrus had less than 20 HP. God
I
damn.
had exactly 20.
Oh.
Had being
Hey, that means you're not in death saves. You're just unconscious.
That's true.
That's something.
How are you looking? Like, is anybody missing? Can like everybody see their shit?
I don't see
Yeah,
Cyrus still,
Cyrus, I
Okay.
don't
but maybe
see.
you didn't type yours in.
Because Cyrus, here, he's got nothing in 20. There you go.
Andrew. There we go. Thank you.
And
Nothing
and
in
hover over it weirdly.
Okay, so I need to roll a Charisma saving throw. 5 plus the damage taken. So I need to make a 25
What is this?
on a. This is Strength of the Grave. Strength of the Grave. It's a
You should
Charisma
probably
saving
have to
throw.
make that.
Well, all right, I do not succeed there. So,
You need to make a Constitution saving throw. 5 plus the damage taken. Yeah.
oh no, that's a Charisma saving throw for that.
Oh,
I get
the-
to.
The one I'm seeing says Constitution.
Let me. Maybe I misread. Strength of the Grave.
Fuck? Okay.
Yeah.
Started first level.
Good. Okay.
5
Hold
plus
on.
damage taken.
Oh, I see.
God damn.
That would have been a great time for it to work, though, huh?
25 though is a big ask.
You needed a nat 20.
Yeah.
As the fire starts to clear, like as it,
Can I
as
do
it,
it?
go for it. What do you need?
Can I do a reaction?
Yeah.
This is probably gonna go nowhere, but he's gonna do it anyway, just out of instinct. Some of that fire he's going to absorb in and then like shoot out through his hands with a hellish rebuke.
Hit it. Hit it.
So I need a dex save from Strahd.
Ho ho ho.
I feel like this is the when the guy throws the beam at the bad guy and he doesn't even dodge. He doesn't even move. He just like walks into it.
Gets a 10.
Like I feel like
Yeah.
Strahd doesn't even move.
rolled
Okay,
a
then
10.
he will take this full 3d10 fire damage, or I don't. He might probably has resistances or whatever, but 11.
The fire clears and you kind of roll with the flame into your hand and you shoot it back at him. This bolt of flame hits his chest and he takes it head on, barely a flinch. He rocks back a bit, like looks down at his breastplate and then back up at you, and he just starts moving forward.
I don't even get an attaboy.
That was his turn.
You wanted something, not gave it to you.
So
Fuck.
top of the. Oh wait, you were 21. How did you get up there, silly goose?
If I'm taking inspiration from Polka Dot Man, this is where I go. I'm a superhero.
Dristan, I believe it is your turn because Cyrus was dead.
That's
Oh
one
wait,
success.
Cyrus, do you want to roll your death save?
All right,
friendly
one
I think if he's at
reminder.
0, he doesn't. He's not in death saves. I think he's perfectly at 0, so I think
Oh.
he's unconscious.
Friendly reminder: you guys all have start with a health potion.
Oh yes, I'm looking
Oh,
right
that
at
is
it.
a good reminder.
Okay, so then it's
Right.
it is Dristan's turn.
So I don't roll successes at all. Okay.
I think you're stable. You're not dead.
Yeah, you're fine.
Not dead yet.
Fine,
So I
not
take
dead
my
yet.
attack on his corpse.
Just say fine is a
him-
strong word.
Yeah.
Marching forward, you hear him saying like, "You had so much promise yesterday, coming into my realm, saying you were going to storm my house," and he's just moving forward.
I imagine like this is when like he kind of, even though he fully took it, like this is when he kind of like brushes off his cloak to take some of the incoming fire damage, and it's full on ears ringing, slow motion. Cyrus is down. So
There's a
like
dog
he's
screaming behind you.
yeah, it's like the full Breaking Bad Tortuga episode. And he's kind of like snapping to and from consciousness, and he kind of just fumbles out his bow, and he knocks an arrow in the direction of Strahd, and you see him take perfect aim, and then he lowers the bow right at his feet. And when he does, a little bit of silvery magic from the metal grafted onto his bow kind of seeps down from the string and into the back of the bow. And once it moves inside the arrow, he releases. The arrow goes true right in between Strahd's feet. And once it hits the ground, if Strahd wants to react to a missed arrow, it sinks into the ground. And there's a slow rumble and an explosion of thorns as Dristan uses Entangle, centered on Strahd. I need a strength save. And when those vines come out everywhere, Dristan's like, "We need to move. We cannot win this. We need to go." And he kind of gets up and like lifts himself up and starts moving backwards.
You got a 15.
Describe how he breaks through the thorns.
Yeah, it does like pull him to a stop. The vines kind of creeping up the length of his legs, some of them shooting out up against his wrists, even kind of grasping at his neck. And it's just pulling them free, just giving them like a solid yank, and they seem brittle in his hands. Some of the thorns piercing the skin, little bitty like shows of blood, but nothing that could do anything true. But it does give him pause for just a moment.
Yeah. Tristan starts moving back. He is not trying to fight this guy.
Noah.
Oh boy, the dog, the strangely talking man, they're both down.
The strange talking man.
Our guide is booking it. I just did a hellish rebuke and it seemed like nothing happened. Yeah, so I know Firebolt is one thing, but could I do it with some Dragon Ball Z flavor of like after they do the big attack and then there's like a huge explosion and they don't know if it's worked or not, and then they just go like, like that's basically what he's doing, but it's a single Firebolt. Just with all the little embers he can get out, and then he's gonna run away. But mechanically, It's gonna be one firebolt attack.
Yes.
It's like, I hope this works. It never works, but hopefully this works.
Did we get him? Why do you ask that?
Oh shoot, that's a D10. Sorry. I don't have time to see if that works. I'm getting out of here. I hop over the dead dog and then start.
It's not dead. It's just down.
It looks dead to me.
That's true.
Noah is clearly not a hero and not helping anybody get up right now. But for the record, did that hit?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, then I need to roll.
Wait. No, sorry. Almost.
Giving us hope?
So sorry. I'm so sorry. I read the number wrong.
That's all right. And as I'm running, I also try to really, catch myself and kind of get back to a more stable condition. And I'm gonna second wind as my bonus action. I keep on grabbing dice ready to roll. I'm like, oh right, I'm not doing.
I need to see it, unfortunately.
Okay. Oh, actually, I only rolled a d10. Can I use that one? The 8 plus 5? It's not plus 5, it's only plus 3. But...
Sure.
Okay, that's my d10 then. So, yep. So I'm back to full health, baby. Woo!
Woo! Athena...
As I get the fuck out of there. So I'm like one more space down off the map at this point.
Okay.
I just want to see... Just on the off chance I get a 20 here and she gets her like recovery with 1 HP. How great would that have been though? To manifest that. Okay, so that doesn't happen. So she's still down. Achilles is obviously his dog is on fire next to him. So we're going to use a cure wounds and lift her. Literally and physically. Plus 2. Wow. Well, it's more than 0. All right. So she is awoken, and that's like a scoop move. He's gonna like pick her up and like cast the healing wounds as he's holding her and like starting to move. And we're gonna jump over into this bush over here. Just. All right. You're okay. You lost some fur, but you're gonna be okay. You stay here. I gotta get the guy with the fancy pajamas out of here too. Okay? Follow, and he'll like point to Dresden. Follow the creepy one who, I don't know, drinks blood or something weird like that. Wherever he goes at night, follow him. You got it? Okay. Good girl.
Roll animal handling with disadvantage.
Okay.
Just due to the state that she's in.
Sure. I mean, the point of the class is that she does what I tell her to do, though. Just so you know.
This like she's not gonna not
okay.
listen, but.
Okay. Disadvantage. Making it. Take your disadvantage and shove it.
Okay.
So yeah, 20. Either way you cut it.
Garen.
All right. Well, okay. He's gonna do a couple of things. Okay. I was gonna spare the dying dog, but that's good.
You can spare the dying the other guy.
Okay, so he's going to bonus action healing word, Cyrus.
Very nice.
And yeah, that was pretty good. Actually, wait, no, because I'm Path of the Grave. I think you just get full healing from it because
maxed.
you're. Yeah, it's max healing.
I was about to say like the.
Oh, it
the
was
full
max
dice,
anyway.
right?
All right,
Yeah.
never mind.
Yeah.
I rolled
so that
max.
would be 8 then.
7.
It's still 7. I rolled max.
It was a D4.
Oh, for some reason it rolled 2d4 for me.
Yeah,
Cool.
I also saw it roll 2
Yeah.
for whatever reason.
I saw it roll 2, but I don't know what the other one was for. And literally, his healing word is "Get up and get the fuck out." And he is going to move forward of all things because he feels like he has to protect them. And it's probably not going to work. But let's go ahead, and he's going to grab his holy symbol and try and turn undead on Strahd. And he literally looks to his fucking holy symbol. He's like, just for fucking once, do something. So he needs to make a wisdom saving throw, DC 14.
It's no chicken run, but it'd be great if it works.
If it works, I'm gonna
Come
it'd
on,
be
let her
fucking
roll.
amazing.
Come on, let her roll.
It's a natural 20.
That's not a let her roll.
What does he? Does he
God
warp
damn it.
behind him with that sort of roll? Just like
Nothing personal, kid.
you cast attract undead with that one.
Yeah. Okay. Well, he tried. Can I use the rest of my movement to like pull Cyrus back as he moves back?
Half speed, yeah. If you're dragging, like if you're like hoisting and like let's fucking go, but if you're dragging the kid who's still on the ground, it's gonna be a little slower.
Okay, so then we would only move the 2 squares down, but Cyrus moves his 2 down with me. And that's Garen's turn. I tried, guys.
Oh boy.
I mean, hey, this is supposed to be one we run from, it seems, so it's all good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see how
you guys were
be.
supposed to take down like a level 9 spellcaster at level 3, didn't you know?
It could be like a projection of his, but yeah, I think we're all just running.
I honestly thought it was
It's
probably projection.
It's Phantom Ganon. This is
Exactly.
just the first temple.
Yeah, we're supposed to. Yeah, we still play tennis with him. You know, that's kind of what Noah did. You basically did the tennis thing back at him with the rebuke.
Yeah.
You gather Cyrus up and you start to drag him away. Eventually he managed to start kicking feet to help along until he can get his balance. And there's a brief glance behind, like just over your shoulder. And Strahd has stopped advancing. But for a moment, he kind of looks down at his hand, kind of rubbing his fingers together, and he starts to smile, but then drops it. Then he turns and he just starts walking back the other way. See you next time. Maybe.
It's really optimistic we'll live that long.
And he walks away and he vanishes. Oh my god! And you guys are all in a turn order.
Oh.
As soon as he's gone, Garen's just like, fucking prick. And can I ask Cyrus to make a perception check? For me?
Nice, dude.
Absolutely.
This was fine. Fine, Silk. Ah! Do you realize just how expensive this was? Do you understand the fittings I had to go through?
Imagine the way it
Strings.
melted onto your skin.
The strings I had to pull. He's gonna start like mending little holes and like doing everything he can to like prestidigitize and mend little bits at a time until he has some semblance of. I'll leave it up to you how much he's able to fix it, but he's doing his best to get it back to 100%.
I mean, it's mending, not alchemy.
There's a point where like there's enough of it that's like melted to your skin in some places that the material's there and you can like, yeah, look, I fixed my arm, or like the arm of my my sleeve, but the other one's just completely fucking gone.
Oh.
Just be glad you're not dead. Hey, Jesus.
Yes. Dead would have been simpler. Right, well.
I was still pretty close to dead, though. Athena and I have tangled with beasts before, but nothing like that. Did you say, he's the one you were talking about, the lord around here? Count Lord, whatever it is. Thing's pretty darn strong.
Calls himself a god, but you know.
Tristan's gonna do a search of the area, looking for any peering eyes, any suspicious crows, anyone that could possibly be spying on us.
Sure.
I can't remember if that's a thing he can do or not, but I feel like that's a thing he can do.
I feel like it is too. Go ahead and roll. Yeah, there you go, buddy.
Nice.
That's, yeah.
You see a lone crow in one of the trees. You see, like, you make eye contact with it. It perceives you as you perceive it. And it just kind of cocks its head to the side before it flies off.
Believe it or not, that was a good one. I've been in a lot worse.
I see. I'll be honest, I didn't know what to think of all the stories you guys were telling before, but now that we've come into contact with him and I've seen what he can do, that's a dangerous fella.
Yeah, I threw my best attack at him, and it was like it was nothing. Maybe he's just resistant to fire, that's all. I didn't try with my blade.
It's because you are weak. You're not strong enough yet.
Yet, she said yet. There's still a chance.
Yeah, if you really want to do it, I mean, sure. Get strong. Go fight the dude who nearly killed you in one little weird fireball bullshit thing.
Oh, we will. We will gather our strength. We will get as strong as we can. We will return and we will make him suffer for embarrassing us like this. No one gets off the shit list.
I don't know if I'd join you in the embarrassment thing, but he did set my dog on fire, and that right pisses me off.
Absolutely. Lean into that. Let that anger, let that hatred seep into your mind and fuel you.
Not really a hating kind of guy, but I don't like him. And
No,
if he
not
shows up
eating.
again,
Not heating, hating, like hatred.
that's what I
Feel
said.
your-
That's why I said hating him.
No, you're not trying to heat up anything. You're trying to fill your mind with rage.
Right, so how far we got to go till we hit the village?
Yeah. We should, if our wounds have been mostly fixed. And as Tristan kind of puts his bow back over his shoulder, you notice that there's some kind of magic from the metal of the grafted on the bow that kind of seeps into his hand and then goes in there. And kind of a green, leafy kind of naturey look starts to heal up some of his burns and his wounds.
As we start to walk, I give Athena another pat, and it's some more healing for her, and it's the minimum healing again.
Oof,
Garen is going to keep his hand on his holy symbol, and he heals Cyrus, and he'll give some healing to Dristan. And then he does one of those things where he like resets his neck and does his like second wind on himself.
Did you heal, Tristan?
Yeah, you got 9.
Oh, nice. Then I'm close.
I'm saving my last cure wounds for emergencies.
We should go.
Right.
Before he decides to come back.
Yeah.
And he's done that. And I can tell you, it's not fun.
Shall we TLDR to the next stop on the road or to the town and take a bio break after that?
Yes, I agree.
I super have to do that.
No, pee yourself.
Let's give it 10 more minutes.
I do have this bottle right here. All right. We'll be right back. And there we go. So, Sid, if we're sticking with the Taroka deck naming for episodes, is there like a 2 of flaming puppies or something you want to name this episode?
I forgot about the dog. Shut up.
The good news.
We forget.
The good news is that with Revised Ranger, you can basically revivify your dead animal for a gold cost, but they're never like.
In the DM
you can
shit,
always
I'll
do
bring
that.
Strahd back.
Yeah, haven't they made it now where I forget which version of Ranger? There's been so many now.
I know.
Where it's just level 1 spell slot to revive your beast companion. Like every
maybe I don't know if they've done that. The one I'm working with is a 25 gold cost, kind of thing.
We gotta get you a job.
Yeah. Yeah.
Guys,
but it
I want to help you fight Strahd, but I've got a shift in 15 minutes.
Yeah. And it levels up with me and like gets stuff like that going on. Anyways, we're back and Sid's a monster. No, that was a good don't mess with this dude, don't fight.
Y'all talked about storming castles last session. I had to have him show up.
You had the castle
Only
storm
one
us.
of us was talking about storming castles. And it wasn't the dog.
Now we know. So, you guys stick to the road the rest of the way? Just doing travel?
I think so.
Okay. So, after that awful encounter, you stick to the road. Dristan, every so often you do catch sight of a raven. You're not entirely sure if it's the same one, but you can't help but wonder. But the way remains clear after that. Perhaps it was his presence alone that scared everything off. Perhaps it's just dumb luck. But eventually, you cross the bridge over the river Ivlis, and you see the gates of the village of Barovia in the distance. As you grow nearer, as the sun starts to descend a little bit, you can see the figures of buildings, many of which look beaten down, not just by time, but by something else. Scratch marks, blood, doors, windows torn apart, torn open, walls missing, roof tiles completely caved in. And it's, once again, strangely quiet. As you grow closer and closer, you notice there's nobody in the streets. There's no market. There's no livery going on. It looks like a ghost town.
Garen will pull his hood up as we move into the town.
Sure. Oh, wait. Hold on. I got another little splashy page first. Beep.
Ooh,
Establishing shot.
I like it. You see the castle in the background.
Castle Ravenloft does overlook the village. There are no people in these streets, especially as you start to drift through them. You hear the occasional sound, the occasional creak of wood, but there is nobody.
Is this during the day?
I would say early evening.
Are there
As
any
you guys are
lights
pulling in.
inside?
You two that have, that's not the right accent. Oi, you two that have grown up around here, accent's gone. Oi, whatever. Is this normal for this town?
Perfect.
This is my voice now.
Is this normal for this town?
Is this normal for this time of day?
Because I can imagine it being nighttime like this. But...
Yeah. It's not. I won't even make you roll for it just because it's Barovia, but there is like an unspoken but strictly followed curfew that people have put upon themselves in this town. Granted, it's not like it's bustling during the day either, but it is particularly eerily empty at this particular time. You don't see lights on in many of the houses. Occasionally you might see like a flicker of a candle from within inside before it's promptly like shut out, like maybe somebody lit a candle and like closed a door. Many of the residences have slats and boards and bits of other things like nailed into the windows for cover. Some doors have been completely reinforced with different kinds of metals. Some buildings have been completely abandoned, just absolutely destroyed. There's blood spatter here. There's claw marks through cobble and wood there. It looks like the place it's just like a testament to being completely overrun and ransacked.
Are there rats?
Make a perception check.
You hungry, buddy?
The little Capri Sun.
God.
No.
It's away his moldy cheese.
It's like even they got the memo and they're like, we don't go outside either.
I think we should find the inn before whatever drove everyone indoors finds us.
Alternatively, if you're low on cash, he's gonna point in the direction of the church.
No, thank you. I doubt
See
they have
yourself.
high count sheets there.
Yeah, I don't think churches are.
You know, no offense, friend, but I feel like any sort of thread counts are gonna all burn off in the same heat. If we got more of those in our future.
So I'm seeing Burgomeister's mansion on the map here. I mean, I wouldn't know anything about that, but is our tour guide describing the available spots?
I'm looking at the mysterious house right now. That sounds pretty important. Maybe we should go.
Garen
so
will
I will
mention.
say you are coming in through this way over here.
Okay. Garen will mention, like, because we're going through that side, the closest thing will probably be the tavern, run by the same Vizanti.
Oh, that sounds good to me. This is a town. Man, that voice is just gone for some reason right now.
There's an evolution to it.
But this is the same town where you said we'd meet one of the people on the card, right? One of the people we're supposed to meet, or find, or something, or help.
Possible.
Is a tavern a good place to ask about them, or do we know where they are?
I'd be careful about asking about that particular card member, considering they were called the traitor.
But who are they betraying?
Yeah, if they turn it back on the bad guys.
And if we know a betrayal is coming, we can expect the unexpected and get ahead of it. Unless that's what we're supposed to think, and you know what, let's not get into it, it's been a long day. Where do you suppose we should kick up our heels for the night?
Quick point of clarification, just for the heck of it. Traitor is a totally different card.
What is it?
The person here is somebody else, I think.
Oh, because you were like, you find an ally whose name is the traitor. I'm like, all right, that's an interesting choice, but
you went in the right direction for one of the cards, but not quite that mark.
Well, that's what he thinks.
I mean, that's fair. Just
then that's what Achilles thinks because he's just following you.
Look for a wealthy woman. That's not Nine of Cliffs, the traitor.
Oh, see, originally I thought you were talking about the innocent.
Oh.
No, I was looking for the wealthy woman.
Oh, she is a wealthy woman. The statement stands regardless, but
one of the wealthy women is a
you
traitor.
ended up in the right place. I thought you were chasing another card.
Has failed successfully.
Work.
To be fair, it's not that she's wealthy. The family she's with is wealthy.
Yeah, that too. But also, you ended up in the right place anyway. So
Good.
I think we should go to the tavern and not be on the streets any longer than we need to be.
I could use a
Anyone
drink.
we're looking for in the tavern?
Stiff drink.
Suppose I could do with something. Sorry, I cut you off. Go ahead.
And Tristan's going to start walking in the direction of the Blood of the Vine Tavern.
Oh. Sounds a little edgy to me, but okay.
I've definitely gotten some blood on vines in my day.
Don't know if that's a metaphor.
And y'all make perception checks as you walk, please.
I don't know.
Lexia, I thought it was the Bovine Tavern.
No, I can't.
Please.
Perception?
Do I get... I guess I wouldn't get advantage. For dark vision? Exceptional dark vision?
Nah, you could still see like totally normal. It's good.
Okay, tight.
It's not totally dark yet. So
neither me or the puppy are paying much attention.
You as you navigate through town through this, oh god, let me grab it, through this particularly desolate walkway, as you are nearing the Blood of the Vine Tavern, you make your approach. You see the sign. It looks like it was once like on the vine, but like people have been like vandalizing the front of it, so it looks like it says of the vine. But just up ahead, you see like several houses down. You see a figure pulling a cart through town. She occasionally veers off to the side, goes to a door, knocks, and then steps away and returns to her cart to like move to the next house. That's just before you guys get to the tavern. Okay. I'm assuming y'all go in.
Oh,
Nah.
yeah.
Okay. Just a
I would like
heads
to loiter.
fucking up. I tried to do the stupid dynamic lighting in this stupid fucking map. It might not work. It is a point of contention at this point.
This is the one you were yelling at us about on the group chat?
I stopped trying after this. So if you can't see anything, please scream at me and I'll just get rid of it.
Okay.
Just a heads up.
Is this a dog-friendly tavern?
I don't know. There's only one way to find out, cowboy.
You probably don't want to leave your dog outside.
I think it's a cat bar, actually.
Hey, it looks like it's working.
works.
Yeah, it's everything fine. Wow, look at all these
Well,
like
it
normal faces in here.
Right?
didn't work anywhere else. I literally just put black boxes over all the other maps.
Oh, wow.
I did that on a ton of maps, dude, just because it was easier.
So, walking in, despite how cold it is outside, this place is warm and it's well lit. But it's quiet and it's mostly empty, which might be disquieting in itself. Maybe not. You step inside, there's a middle-aged, kind of portly man who's standing at the bar. His eyes are blank, as like dazed out, as he works on cleaning out some glasses. There's a younger gentleman over on the corner. He's propping up the bar. He's got a bottle of wine and a cup like right in front of him. And then there are a trio of 3 women. Everyone is dressed in like these pallid, monochromatic kind of grays, but the ladies have little pops of purple and gold, just kind of like slipping out every so often, like from like under the sleeve or something. Yeah.
Oh, well, sorry. You finished your description first.
No, that's pretty much it.
Okay. Well, Achilles being the way he is. All right, girl, you find a comfortable spot by the fire or something, and then he'll just walk right on up. Hi. How you doing, barkeep? We had a...
Oh, wait, no, respectfully, your dog was just set on fire.
That's a good point.
I don't think she would initially listen to that command.
Then I would tell her to find a comfortable corner instead. I think she would go, because huskies like to be, they, seek caves or whatever. So she'd probably go kind of under the stairs or whatever, sort of a little bit over here. I think that's where she'd be. Ball. Yeah. So, find a comfortable spot, girlie. Hey, hello, friend. Me and my companions here just had a pretty rough go of it out there on the trail. We could use some of your best drinks, and looks like we'll find some good company too. So whatever they want, and I'll have your strongest ale, preferably something with a little bit of the forest taste in it. Nettles or maybe some mint, some pine, something along those lines. What do you have for me?
He sighs and he reaches under the bar, pulls out a nondescript black bottle and a cup. And without any sort of finesse or like barman showmanship, he just pours wine into the cup and then like just right in front of you before he resumes cleaning out that glass.
And you happen to have like a saucer or anything back there you can put some water in for the lass over there, motioning to the dog.
Yeah, and he turns and it's like a mixing bowl.
Yeah. That's fine.
And he has like a carafe of water, carafe of water. He just dumps the whole thing in and like sits it on the table.
You're a real pal, my friend. And I'll start walking that. We'll
his eyes roll and he goes back to
I'll look over and drop that bowl off for Athena. Achilles will definitely make like a real like nod at the ladies as he walks by. And then I'll defer to other members of the party before I talk to them.
Do you happen to have a house menu?
You want a drink or not?
Yes, please.
Right.
Something fruity and spicy.
Cup
Please.
On the bar. Same black bottle. Pours it.
I knew
puts it down.
A bespoke bottle.
It does not taste great. Maybe it's been open for a little bit. Maybe it's just shit wine from Barovia. Who knows?
The picture you got for this guy is perfect, by the way, Sid.
It's an AI.
Oh.
Nice.
I was thinking it was gonna look like it.
That makes a lot of sense, actually.
I was initially intending on trying to make all of the NPCs, aside from like the big name ones, AI, but it got hard and they all started to look related.
So now I was gonna say, so now we got that creepy thing where here's all these photos of people who aren't real.
Yeah.
Garen's just gonna say, "Whatever burns, the whole bottle, please." And he puts down the money on the table.
He like had started to use the same bottle, but he like, and this time he brings out it's more of an amber color, still no label. It's not corked. Who knows how long it's been there, but he passes it to you, and it's mostly full.
Amber is the color of your libation.
He doesn't complain. He just pays and drinks.
Anything else?
Noah is going to find a seat Is there a fire area? Is that down here?
Yeah, it's there. There's a fire. It just doesn't. Here, let me see if this fucking thing works or if I'm just gonna ruin it. Boop.
After all the fire things that went on, that just gave the little fire icon there.
Oh, cool. Well, there's
I mean, it
fire.
works, kind of. It's like
Yeah,
it's like a Skyrim quest marker for fire.
No clue what it does.
Oh, it's spraying blood.
It's backlash.
Yeah, he's just gonna find a spot near the fire and stare into it for a while, thinking about the fire exchange that transpired earlier today.
That transpired earlier.
Get out.
Oh my god.
Kristen's gonna just go and sit at the same table as Noah.
We're probably gonna need some rooms.
Are you new into town? The gentleman at this corner of the bar kind of perks up.
They are.
What brings them this way, if I may be so bold as to ask?
Would you believe it, a vacation?
Shit place for a vacation.
I told them.
Cut to Achilles in a Hawaiian shirt with the camera.
He smiles, and then he gestures to the bartender. Alright, I'll get that. I'll get their bill. Thank you.
While he's doing that, Achilles is gonna sidle on up to this table. Ladies, looks like there's a free chair or two here. You mind if I take a seat?
Do you hear him speaking to me that way? I heard it. I'm awfully presumptuous, I think. And then the third is, I think you can find a seat somewhere else. Thank you.
Can I ask a question before I go? I'm actually looking for someone myself. I won't give you any trouble afterwards.
Who could you be looking for?
Well, it's someone I used to know, and then he'll physically describe Athena a little bit. Any chance you see anybody like that around here? Somebody else with horns like me?
No. Haven't heard of her. She's probably dead. Just the three of them. Just it's one answer after the other.
Cyrus cackles the second she says probably dead.
You know,
just
you
like
know
mid sip. Just...
The bartender glares at you, snaps that rag and starts cleaning.
You know, you're not the first ones to make that suggestion to me that she might be dead. I don't really like thinking that way. I like the optimistic way, but I'll take it into consideration. Anyway, you ladies have a lovely time. I won't bother you any further.
Oh, but I will. I'd like to examine the clothes they're wearing. Not obviously not right up. Like you spoke a little bit of their clothing. Paint me a word picture here. How fine clothing are we talking?
For the air, that's not really fair because these are literally the first people that you've seen outside of Vistani proper. Dresses. They look drab at first look, but they are well made. I wouldn't say that they are fancy. I wouldn't say that they're ornate by any means, but they are put together well. And that little pop of color that you occasionally catch at the wrist, it looks like just like silk scarves.
Gotcha. Okay. Never mind then. I will turn to the barkeep and ask, where's the money around here?
Ismark, where's the money? And the gentleman at the end of the bar shrugs his shoulders. Not much money left, to be completely honest. I lost his accent. God damn.
I know the feeling.
Not much money left, to be honest. Been gone for a long time, my friend.
Okay, so the upper crust is kind of dissolved away, I say.
But...
Oh, a but.
If you are looking for a job, perhaps, I may need some assistance.
What kind of gainful employment could you offer?
Do you like the first offer or the second offer, or like the 2-for-1 special?
Garen, could you come here? I don't speak poor. Could you? Don't understand. He's asking me about 2-for-1 deals. I don't.
Garen shrugs, shakes his head, keeps sipping at his drink.
I asked the one person that's not here.
Artie went to stretch.
But that seems about right.
Tristan. Yeah, Tristan will approach. He's pulling your leg.
Oh. So no work we had.
So rats in the basement?
I need help escorting my sister out of town.
Tonight?
Soon. Sooner the better.
Be arranged. How far are you looking to go?
Couple days north towards let me pull up this map for you. I want to take her to Valakai. And it is over here. Hold on. Let me. I wish to take her to Valakai.
Oh, sure. No problem. You just want to take her all the way to fucking Farum Azula on the other side of the map.
I guarantee there's a beast man like Malekith in this campaign somewhere, though.
Yeah.
I will pay well. She's all that I have. Garen, can you make history check? A memory check? Intelligence? Can you roll intelligence?
Sure.
Nice.
Wow.
This,
Still sharp.
you know, as Ismark Kolyanovich.
Oh, okay.
This is the Burgomaster's son. His sister is Irina.
Sorry, I missed what you guys were talking about before. Did he say what was wrong with her at all?
No, he's offering money for, like, you want to, like, do it like escort quest off that way, like 3 days, 4 days walk, 5 days walk.
Do I know what's over there at all in the area that he said he wants to go to?
So he wants to go. Let's go back to the map. He wants to go to Valakai, over by the lake. So this is where he wants to go.
Right.
Beyond the lake, there's obviously Valakai, which is a pretty decently sized city. I want to say, if memory serves right, it's the biggest city in Barovia. Obviously, there's the Sphalic wood, like, just fucking everywhere. You pass the old mill on the way there. Obviously, Ravenloft is like if you look to your right, you'll see Strahd again. But other than that, it's a city that he wants to take his sister to.
What's in Valakai?
Hopefully safety. Not that it's a secret at this point anyway, I suppose. She has been getting, attacked a little bit by, I don't like saying his name. I feel like it makes him just, like, show up.
I prefer to go with him.
Him, yes. He has been paying the city some visits, if you have not been able to notice. And I would really like to get her out of here.
They speak of the Count?
We've noticed. And Dristan is gonna, like, kind of show his cloak to the side, and there's still, like, a good chunk of bird marks there. Like,
That bully boy ruined my favorite dressing. There's
you know what we're dealing with then.
There's anything we can do to slip one by that fiend, then I am in.
Wait, really?
Oh, I'm sorry. We hadn't. Do we need to talk about this as a group?
No, like actually, really though. You really? He starts like perking up, kind of like a smile tugging at his features. It kind of makes him look younger, maybe.
I mean,
before we agree to anything.
What is your offer?
Gold? That is what you said you wanted, right?
We do like gold, right? We like gold. Yes. Empires are built on gold, and we'll need a lot of it.
Gold's only good if it gets us magical items or weapons.
Or if we survive. If he's targeting her, we're not gonna last a day on the road.
Not with that attitude.
I will come with you. I will assist. She herself, she can wield a sword, kind of. I've taught her as best as I can. Unfortunately, I mean, you've seen for yourself, once he comes around, it does not really matter skill. It is luck at some point.
Pity.
Fucking right it is.
So this evil, and Tristan's gonna kind of go walk over to the side of Cyrus's pack and pluck the letter out, and it's like, so this evil that he managed to get messaged out to the outside world, and Tristan's gonna kind of slam it down on the table. It's him.
He grabs the letter, reviews it for a moment. My father sent a letter, but this is not it. And this is not his handwriting, my friend. I can say that much.
Garen drinks.
Hold on, maybe somebody maybe an assistant copied it or something. Here, do this one. Is that one it?
No.
Achilles.
And quite frankly, all of the assistants have left or are dead. But no, that is not my father's handwriting.
Seeing the rest of the party presenting the letters to the barkeep for whatever reason, Achilles will join them over there. Hey, what's going on? What we showing the letters for? We got making a new friend, getting a new assignment, something like that. Here's my letter if you want to take a look.
Where did you get these?
Kind of handed to me. I don't really remember all the details.
Same. Was just doing my usual thing, having a few drinks, making new friends, doing what I do, having a good time, and then all of a sudden, I got this handed to me, and yada yada yada. I'm here.
Think you were perhaps lured here. Perhaps to my benefit, however.
So do we have like 3 of these letters on the table now?
Yeah.
Can I look at them side by side?
Yeah.
roll investigation or something?
Yes, you may.
I just want to see if there's anything like, is it a woman's handwriting? Is it whatever? I'm just trying to see, like, is there anything that can be determined? Because suddenly these letters are not as they seem.
And are they the exact same? I'm gonna loom over his shoulders and also roll investigation, if that's okay.
Yeah, I want to know if they're like hand copied or if there's like copies. I don't know. I'm just trying to.
Yeah, sure.
Never mind.
Investigation. What have I got? I got +3. Not very much. Not proficient.
Oh, same. Do you want to roll at advantage, or?
Yes, I want to roll at advantage. God damn it.
I'll let you.
No, I got nothing. Maybe looking over my shoulder, you see something I don't, because I don't see nothing apparently.
They are very plainly written by the same people. You can't determine whether or not they are exact copies. Like, you can't tell if somebody just cast a spell and there you have it. It's the same handwriting though.
Are the same punctuation and capitalization and all that?
Yep.
Okay.
It's fancy, cursive, ornate, careful.
Does one of them have the cool S?
They are lacking the cool S.
Oh,
This guy must not be that cool.
Yo, they're
Is
not
there a way-
block letters, so it's not Robert Durst.
Is there any way to glean? Is this something that Vistani would do?
Some of them maybe.
Ava, this is you. I'll kill you.
I'm sorry, what?
He's swearing at Madame Eva.
Oh,
What of your
somehow I got
father?
down a stress point.
After your encounter with Strahd, those points went up again.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was at 2, and then somehow my token was back down to 1, so I'm putting it back up to 2.
Yeah, you slept, and now we're back to our regularly scheduled program where everybody's got like 1 or 2. I'll let you know for sure when if something starts popping off.
Got it.
He's
Again-
gonna look. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
He was gonna ask him a question, but I'll let you say what he was gonna say.
He looks up from the letters and he just again, I do not know what it is that brought you here. It was not my father, but if you find it in you to assist my sister, I would truly be in your debt.
Speaking of your father, what does your daddy think of your plan?
He is dead, which was the other part of that 2-for-1 deal, which was to get that corpse to the church for burial. But I will, beggars cannot be choosers, though, am I right?
When did that happen?
There was a siege not too long ago upon Ravenloft. And I don't know if he took it personally. I do not know if he just intends to make everybody's life miserable, but ever since then, we have been besieged by the undead almost on a nightly basis. But I think the strain was just a little too much.
Which church are you trying to take him to? Is it the same city? Like he wants to take the corpse as well?
It's just down the street, really. I'm not strong
Oh.
enough to do it myself, and nobody will help me. It's the life we live right now, I guess.
out of sheer curiosity, he is gonna look around the bar because it seems bleak, and like the fact that he said there was a siege, I'm gonna use one of my eyes of the grave.
Sure. Looking around, everybody, I mean, everybody but Dristan, and you see that barely there flash of not human.
Okay.
But everyone here seems straight.
Okay, just making sure.
No, I feel you. I feel you.
You're telling me your father died and you can't even get him to the church? Like no one's helping him. He's just left there to rot.
We're doing what we can, but not too many people want to help us because of Irina.
What's Irina got to do with it?
He has seemed to taken a shine to my sister.
Well, what does that have to do with your father not getting a proper burial?
Nobody helps because they don't want to go near the house. All of the servants have left the house because they're afraid of being associated with Irina. I am actually very surprised that these three even let me in this bar anymore. One of the ladies, the one in the middle, kind of just waves her hand over her shoulder. People have been avoiding us with justifiable reason, I feel. I do not blame anybody. But in this hour of need, I do need help getting him out of there.
Noah's gonna show a bit more sympathy than he has up until this point. Just gonna be like, well, for pity's sake, the man needs some dignity. Come on, who's gonna help me? You can't let him just rot. No, he needs some dignity.
I'm afraid I've just done my nails, but I will direct traffic.
Point me the way. I'm going.
Really?
Garen's gonna pull out his holy symbol and just be like, I'll read him his rights in the morning.
A welcome sight, I assure you.
Your sister, you said that she's captured the attention of him, correct?
Yes.
He hasn't been making any proposals to her, has she? Has he?
His jaw works and his eyes narrow. Proposal would insinuate consent on the other party, wouldn't it? He has not been that kind to her. Which is why I want her out of the shadow of that fucking castle.
Quick sidebar, and we'll return. Tristan's gonna kind of walk over towards where the fireplace is and kind of usher everyone over. So, I think this is not the wealthy woman we are supposed to be looking for. Nor is this letter written by someone in good faith. I think that letter might have been bait. It could have just been him, bored, looking for more playthings. Or it might have been someone truly looking for help.
You're saying he just delivered the letters to a random group of people?
You saw how he gets his kicks.
people don't use. I mean, sometimes I guess you could use bait for somebody specific, but so often bait's just used for prey. That's how we are.
You're starting to get it.
So in the same way that I sometimes lay traps for things out there in the woods, he used a letter to lure us here into his trap. This town in the woods and whatnot.
Possibly. It's not the first time he's gone after heroes. And I use that term loosely before, but...
Well, a friend back in the tent said that lifting a curse and getting out of here is possible if he's dead. Killing him involves these various cards and things like that she showed us. So it seems to me that it's become hunters or be the prey. And I don't ever see myself as prey.
I think I may have been wrong in my initial assessment. This Burgermeister's daughter is not the wealthy woman, the traitor and a staunch ally of the devil. I think she's evil's bride. I think we're supposed to help her. And somehow, she'll lead us to the power we seek.
If a lady is in trouble and needs help, then it would be pretty crummy of us to not help her. That's how I look at it. So I'm in favor. Gotta help those in need. It's an important thing to do. That's how I met this one. Gives Athena a little pet.
Some women can help themselves, others can't. But the dead definitely can't help themselves. Right now there's a poor old man just rotting. He needs proper burial. Not just dug out in some shallow grave next to his house or something, but like a real... something that shows that he mattered, you know?
So, sounds like Noah and I are in. Tristan, I assume you are.
It should be said that this journey to Velkia?
Valakai.
Velcro.
Yeah, Velcro, correct. Valakai.
Is it fair to say this journey, spanning multiple days, would be very dangerous, considering we went one day and got our teeth kicked in?
I don't know, you're gonna have to like make a roll for it. Yes, the answer is yes, very much.
You know, I don't know these woods like you do, Tristan, but
21.
Yeah.
I don't know these woods like you do, Tristan, but if you're like me and you have that natural magic and that explorer's, you know, penchant, then I bet we can get through this using our combined expertise. Ranger and all that.
The reason I'm able to do so is I've been able to hone it over many, many years, looking over basically just myself. As a part of this, we'd be taking 2 people with us. 2 untrained people with us.
He puts a hand on your shoulder. Well, the good news is that I trained myself by honing it over years and years and years of protecting other people in my village.
And if we need to, I can always do another funeral.
What do you mean another?
Mr. Sunshine.
Wait, what do you mean another funeral?
We're doing a funeral.
For the dad in the morning.
Oh, I thought, I mean, there's probably some funerals in your past, if I'm being honest. I suspect as much.
Well, you get that way when you're a priest, yeah.
The one business that'll never go out.
It's true. What about you, rich boy?
Well, I believe if the Count wants something to play with, we shall show him how dangerous games shall be. I mean, not soon, because he obviously put our shit in the toilet, but, you know, we'll show him, okay? And I'm in.
Sid,
Yeah.
Since it has not come into play yet, could I change my favorite foe to being undead? because it hasn't been used in any way yet. Because it's so with the revised ranger, all it does it's a +2 damage to your foe, and then like the wisdom rolls for tracking, but
not.
Okay.
Especially since it hasn't been used yet.
Okay. Well, if we're gonna be going after him, most of the time I've been hunting, beasts of the forest, your bears, your wolves, occasionally a thief here and there. But it seems to me like a lot of you turn your blades against the undead around here. So, I've never really done this before, but I suppose I could start focusing my skills in on fighting the undead like all of you do. So, what say we bury this old man, help this young lady, and kill this creepy guy with the fangs? Huh?
Wonderful. I'll have another bottle up to my room, please. By the way, I'll be needing a room, please.
You should probably tell the guy at the counter, not us.
Sorry, you poor folk all look the same to me.
I have horns.
You poor folk.
Oh man, I didn't realize 1%er was a sorcerer subclass.
Oh man, I'm gonna go ahead and change my alignment to chaotic evil.
Chaotic Wall Street.
Garen's gonna look over to the brother and just mention to him, bring silver for your father, so that we don't have to pay for the material components for ceremony.
Oh, I thought you were expecting him to like lurch back to life, and we'd have to put him down with silver.
I imagine. Honestly, with how like grim I'm playing the priest, maybe that's part of it. He's just gonna like stab the dad with silver, be like, he won't come back now.
Yeah.
Perfect. So from over at the bar, Ismark is still just watching you, just sipping at his drink, but he's not doing a good job pretending that he is not waiting with bated breath.
Yes, you, the one with the eyes? Yes. I know there's not a lot in here to look at, so why not just on with it?
Sorry, you're talking to me.
What? Wait a minute. Are we... I'm
No,
sorry.
he's talking to the barkeeper. He's trying to get
Okay,
everyone.
okay.
So it's...
Sorry,
his
I
dead eyes. Yeah, I see that.
Maybe I misunderstood I misread the room.
The NPC we're supposed to help is looking at us, looking for whether we're going to accept the quest.
Yes. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Oh, we left his dialogue tree open.
Yes. You in the morning for a funeral? I assume we're all wearing black. Yes?
In the morning. You will come in the morning?
I will come now.
Right now. Hey, that's great.
He
pulls out a pouch and starts like tossing gold onto the counter, like towards the barkeep.
That was good.
We don't want to do this at night. You definitely don't want to go to a graveyard at night.
I'm an experienced guard, and I will watch over the body until we're ready to perform the rites.
We have plenty of rooms currently.
That won't be necessary. I'll be standing right outside the door to wherever you're keeping him.
No, it will be necessary. Fresh sheets and a bottle of whatever it was. Skunk nuts? Whatever we just drank?
I have something a little better at home, I think.
That would be wonderful. I'll be up there.
Great.
I'll have the bottle of Updog.
I'm new around here. What's Updog?
Nothing much. How about you?
Push you both into the
peasant
fire.
joke I'm too rich to understand.
Ismark reaches out a hand to Noah to shake. He's like, I'm so sorry. I did not catch your name.
Noah.
Ismark. Thank you so much. If you'd like to come with me now, I can. Thank you.
Absolutely. Guys, I'm going.
Good day.
Be safe and all that. Hate to lose friends so quickly. Especially because people walking around throwing fire about.
I'm coming.
Cyrus will reluctantly follow.
Hey.
Okay.
Garen's gonna go with them despite his better judgment.
Really? Really? You're all doing... Okay, fine. Come on. Let's go, Athena.
The dark never bothered me anyway.
We Achilles actually lagging behind a little bit like, hey, I didn't think we'd be on guard duty so soon, girl. Closes the door behind him as the last one out. I know.
The dog that has known comfort just that one last moment.
Listen, girlie. I know. I didn't think you were gonna be set on fire so soon, at all. Set on fire at all, and then it just happened. And listen, hey, how long have you and I been doing this thing together? That's right, 4 years, and we're gonna help our friends look over the corpse now. Come on.
Ladies, thank you for the evening. Have a good one. I'll probably maybe see you again tomorrow.
And
the
ladies,
girls at the table all wave non-committally.
If you do happen to see somebody with horns like me, do let her know I was looking for her, please.
Maybe.
Maybe it's more than nothing. Y'all have good evenings.
It's a lot of sass coming from 3 people wearing last year's fashions.
As you step out with that comment, there is a collective cackle, like like boisterous laughter, just like that.
From them? From those 3?
From the 3.
Curse of Strahd is filmed in front of a live studio audience.
Into not there, that's somewhere else, and you go back out into the street. The walk is short, and as you actually, I think it's not across the street. Yeah, it's super short because it's like right over there. As you do make your way up the road, you do see that woman with the cart again. Cart again.
I'm just kidding.
I prefer pullovers.
Going door to door, knocking, moving forward, knocking on doors, just going steadily up the street.
What kind of cart? What's on the cart?
It looks, and it's one of those hand carts, so she's pulling it by herself, but it looks like there's various pastries from afar, they look like.
Hi, miss, you're doing all right there, trying to sell some pastries, get some business done, what have you?
The lady turns her head, and a big, huge smile eats up her face. Very sweet, just kindly old lady, maybe. She smiles and she gestures. Oh yes, would you like to have a pie?
Sort of local delicacy is this?
I can't resist good cooking from a kind woman. What can a gold piece get me?
1 pie. You must understand, times are hard these days.
No complaints from me, ma'am. Here's your gold. I'll flick it over.
She gives you a pie.
BRB.
Street pie.
Thank you.
Now, I don't trust the old lady.
This is
you
sweet.
what?
Don't trust her.
It's
I would like to roll an insight.
A sweet pie, a savory pie. What have we got going on?
They are meat pies made fresh just this morning.
I see right through you, old lady. I see you, Strahd. I know it's you. You can't fool me again, Strahd.
There is something deeply off-putting about this woman.
Look in the pie.
I'm just going to watch as you eat this pie. As
I didn't say I
Achilles
was eating
takes
it
a bite.
right away. I'm just supporting a local business.
Go ahead, take a bite. Go ahead, take a bite. I'm sure it's fine.
Anybody else want anything?
Oh, I am stuffed, so comfortably stuffed. But Achilles, go ahead and take a bite of that pie there. Oh, the crust looks so flaky. How can you possibly resist?
I
What's
mean,
in the pie?
suppose I should try the product.
Meat. What else would be in it?
Suppose I should try the product in front of the cook, you know? And he'll just do like a little, like, you know, kind of dip in. But, like, make sure he gets the, you know, some of it. Just.
Can you roll a Constitution saving throw for me?
Sure.
We're on an episode of Hot Ones now.
Nat 20. Joke's on you. I've been a cannibal this whole time.
Way to go, way to go, way to
Aren't you
go. Hold on, let me check something real
So
quick.
I get just a little piece. Ooh, got a little bit of a kick to it. I didn't expect that from you. Ooh.
She watches you initially just like waiting in anticipation, and then she looks deeply fucking curious. Let me verify something real quick.
What's that look about? Ain't you not proud of your cooking or something?
Nothing.
I've been throwing back too many sodas.
Have a wonderful night. Yes.
I immediately
She starts.
shoot her with lightning.
You have a good. You have a good one too. I'm on a.
Would you like
I
to?
kind of want to. Does my natural 20 insight tell me that she needs to be put down, or is this like?
I mean, she's clearly not great. Is the vibe.
We're with what's his face? I forgot his name.
Ismark.
The brother.
Ismark. What is he doing during all this?
Bismarcky. What's
He-
he up to?
There is a strange look of longing in his eyes as he looks towards those pies. But at the same time, he has distanced himself. He is like, he made sure to keep walking, but he's looking back towards you all, towards Achilles, towards the woman, and then we should go, I think.
Fair enough.
All right. Well, happy to support a local business, ma'am. You have a great day. Thanks for the pie.
Have a good night.
Do not trust. Do not trust. Crusty crust. Wait, flaky crust. Dang it.
Get to the house of the burgomaster. And I think that might be where we're ending it.
No, really? No. Shooty bang bangs? Where'd everybody go?
Exactly.
I didn't realize
Everybody
Andrew
left.
got up too.
We just had a bio break.
We're trading one in, one out.
Sorry.
No, it's all
I
good.
just need to stand up for a second.
Yeah, gotcha.
No, if we want to call it here though, that's absolutely fine though.
Well,
I'm
Artem,
gonna keep going.
I ate the human pie and I'm fine.
You don't know human was in
Can't
there.
Took a
believe it.
dab.
Whatever it
You
was.
took a dab.
That's true. I didn't dive in. I didn't motorboat my pie.
Do you want to eat the pie?
You could try.
Okay, Tony,
Eat pie.
no. Achilles, that was a fine bite to him, you know?
It's a good point. Just give it to the dog. I'm sure it'll be fine.
It's true. The dog's eating worse.
Yeah, honestly, we'll see what happens. I'm gonna... Like, cause, you know, he'll have it with him, and then we'll see what has happened to the pie in the morning, I guess, is what's really gonna happen.
So we good to keep moving, or do we want to call it here?
If you
keep
have,
up.
like, a different, like, stopping point in mind, I'm good to keep going for a bit more.
Alright, I'm good.
Yeah, I can keep going.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we get to the house that I like, you know what I said earlier was like I prepped everything around this thing, and I forgot to prep this thing. It was the fucking house. I forgot to prep the fucking house.
Oh, so should we break and then do the house next time?
I got the inside of the house. I did not get something from the outside of the house.
Oh, gotcha.
I mean, we can theater of the mind that. It's all good.
Yeah. You approach this what should be a grand building at the end of the way. The clacking of wooden wheels kind of disappearing behind you. Much like the rest of the city, it looks like it's been put through the ringer. There are piles of innards here that look like maybe they've been attempted to be cleaned away, but they're still there. The door has been completely like remade. It's just giant slats of wood. It doesn't even look like it latches anymore. It's chain wrapping around like these more slats of wood that seem to be holding it shut. Cloth and fabric and wood have been like arranged on all of the openings, the windows, the door, to make sure that nobody can see inside. And as Ismark reaches out and gives the door a tug, you hear just a slight like from inside. Irina, it's me. You can let me in now. Go away. I'm not opening the door. Go away. Irina, come on. It's me. It's Ismark. We'll prove it. And it goes back and forth for a moment. Him just saying like, how can I prove it? I am me. Open the door. And she's just like, I don't know. You're just going to have to figure it out. I'm sorry. It continues.
Tristan raises a hand and says, "This is clearly a matter between brother and sister. We should let them sort it out." And we step back.
God damn it. Okay. All right.
Listen, Okay, well, I am a total stranger, but your, I suppose, brother here has wrangled us into some sort of mess after dark when I clearly need to get changed. So whatever it is must be important. So if you could
Who are
open the
you?
door- Some stranger! My name is Cyrus Ulysses Norfolk Turnway. Perhaps you've heard of my father. No one's heard of my father.
Achilles cracks up again when you say your full name.
How many people are with you?
A handful. He wrangled a handful of folks, strangers. So
We
whatever
brought
it was
food.
important-
We're good guests. We brought food.
That's kind of you, but you're going to have to leave. You're going to have to come back tomorrow. Irina? Darling girl, just open the door, and if we can come in, then we can come in, should that not suffice for you. That would require opening the door, though, and I don't... You swear? That is you? Open the fucking door, girl, come on. There is a moment of quiet, and then just fussing, swearing, the opening of... the rattling of chains, the click of a lock. And I'm gonna move you over to the weird blocky house, because I didn't prepare.
As we go inside. Oh, also we have a dog.
What kind of dog?
It's a husky, the best kind.
Oh dear.
They're loyal and loud and so precious. Look at that fur. And then looks down at the fur that's now very much singed from earlier today. Well, it looked better before travel.
Let me gather you all, one moment.
Anyway,
Please
here's
hold.
I hand over the pie. Here's the food. We're being good guests and all that.
I'll grab the pie and just throw it.
That was supposed to be for our guest.
No, it wasn't. Did you see that lady? She was obviously unhinged and...
Looked to me like an old lady who could use some help with a local business. Well, I'm sorry that see you next Tuesday over here threw your food against the wall last, but just know that that was intended for you.
It was from the cart.
Yes.
Thank you for throwing it. Please come in.
What's everybody's beef with the pies? Pun intended.
She, with some significant effort, she pulls this makeshift door open, and allows you to step inside the house. It's seen better days. It looks incredibly weary outside, and it's could look better, but it's also much finer than the tavern down the road. Beautiful rugs, tapestries, pictures, but it looks like it's been cleaned up and cleared out as well. Where did you get that? Why are you like this?
Sorry.
You're fine. You're fine. I love it. I love it. Damn, bitch, do I live like this? Anyway. Garen.
I love I can show these on stream now.
Is that you?
Might be.
We haven't seen you in quite some time. It's lovely to see you again. I wish it was under better circumstances. Please, everybody, come in quickly. As Mark kind of ushers everybody in and makes sure that the door is secured on the other side. So what are you all doing here, if I might ask? As Mark did not say that he was going to be bringing company over, I'm afraid I'm ill prepared.
Well, we were asked about a body first thing, and,
Father.
yes. Formerly known as.
Right. He's just in there. She gestures to, like, the left.
The second piece of business was to escort, I assume, you to a different location somewhere far away.
Not until he is put to rights properly, you must understand.
That's what we're doing in the morning.
The morning, even better, thank you. Okay,
take me to where he's being kept. I'll watch outside the door.
Oh, he's just right in here. And she moves over and opens this door up. There is a casket resting on a table. The smell in the room is sickly sweet. They've decorated the place with flowers and potpourri, incense, just to mask the smell. The
Cyrus
casket
immediately pulls out a handkerchief with perfume on it and like covers his face.
The casket itself, even just like a glance at it, it's not professional work.
Is it nailed shut yet?
Yes.
Okay.
Bless you.
Bless you. He's been here for a couple days now. But if we can get him to the church in the morning, that would be lovely.
Yes.
While this is happening, Dristan is kind of just staring intently at Irina, trying to gauge any kind of anything about her. Does she have a gait of someone?
Actually,
Okay, go ahead.
if you want to go ahead, I hate doing like memory checks as just straight intelligence. I think that's some silly goose shit. Intelligence. Just roll intelligence with advantage.
Can I do wisdom?
Yeah, go for it.
With advantage?
Yeah. I am not a strict DM.
15.
In another life, you've seen this person before. Hanging on the image hanging on a grand painting against an equally grand wall. Grand, like just huge in scale, ornate, beautiful. You have seen this woman before.
Do I remember the
But it
context?
was years ago.
Like,
she looks like Tatiana.
Like a
The woman
noble?
that... She looks like the woman that Strahd initially fell in love with. Years and years and years ago.
I think that Tristan is like staring at her. Like, you know, when you're like...
I know you.
And when you're like 100+ years old, you do that a lot. Where you're like... And then when he kind of like... It kind of clicks. And when it does, his eyes kind of open like...
Her hair is colored a little differently. You remember Tatiana's to be red, hers is brown, but like you catch the occasional like flicker of light that looks like there's like an underlying color there.
Remind me, when did Tatiana die?
It's been a couple centuries.
But
it's what kicked off this whole problem.
But this is definitely some artwork that at some point while Tristan was minioning,
yes,
or henching,
that you've seen.
You would have seen it.
Yeah.
Now it makes sense.
Like occasionally you see her side eye, like, Ismark, I think something's wrong with your friend. Is he well?
Garen's gonna like slap him in the back of the head lightly and like, manners.
Okay.
Yes, of course.
You're a beautiful girl. Maybe he just thinks that you are pretty. Now's not the time, really. Please.
You have a lovely home.
Thank you. It was far lovelier some time ago. Please, let's get you to your rooms, yeah? Let's get you settled. Sir, you said that you were going to stand out here all night. I can't let you do that.
No, it'd be my honor.
Well, let me fetch you a chair or something. She mills about and is seemingly very thankful for
Is that a chaise over there? Point through the corner.
Yes, but I'd assume that you don't want to stay in there.
No, it's fine. No, it's fine.
Thank you. Can you just roll a d20 for me?
Oh.
I was gonna cut to you in the bar, but then it kind of kept going. Oh, you sweet on her. Is all you hear. Just a whisper, just through the back of your head.
Oh, sorry, say it one more time.
Are you sweet on her? Are you sweet on her? Is all it says.
No. About him.
And she's very quick to Let me move some of these boxes because I don't know what the fuck is everywhere.
I swear, Luff, it's not about her. It's about him. I swear it is.
Yes, let's go ahead and close these doors here.
Promise.
Oh, yes.
Promise.
Allies are good. We need them
what?
desperately.
I only have eyes for you.
Good. You feel it's like the breath over the back of your neck. It's like an embrace just briefly. And then it gently fades away.
I'll come back.
And silence. Look at that. We got beds.
Hey.
Oh,
And
what?
oh wow, there's so much. Irina's very quick to like make sure everybody has a space. She does very much seem to avoid lighting up any more of the space than she absolutely has to. There's even an upstairs lower on the thing that's just covered by a gigantic block.
Garen will mention to like everybody, it'd be easier if we all just slept in one room. A lot easier to fortify.
Yes, of
What
course.
sort of things do you think we're going to be fortifying against? Old man's in a casket.
It's not what's in the house that I'm worried about.
I understand. I do have spells for that, by the way.
Yes,
Are you all staying in one room then?
I wouldn't dream of it.
Well, if he
Okay.
says it's the best strategy, I trust him. He's had more
Oh,
time
I
around these
trust him
parts.
too. I think you all getting in one room is fantastic, and I support your decision.
Right, well, I'm placing the alarm spell near us, so your safety's up to you.
Holler if you need anything.
Just
I'm
make
so
yourselves
glad you have
comfortable.
alarm.
I do have alarm, yes.
It's
And one
likely
spell
a
slot
good
left to
idea
use
that
it.
we take shifts. If something tries to get through, it could come in through a number of ways. So
If we're expecting something to come through, where's the best place to throw this spell down? And he'll sort of like raise his finger and it's like E.T. glowing a little bit like he's ready to cast alarm.
Wherever she's staying, that's what they're trying to get to.
He looks at Irina. Alright, will you let me know where you'd like me to put this one down? And we'll be alerted in case anybody tries to come get you.
Respectfully, I have no idea what you're talking about, though. I don't know what this means.
Oh.
What is...
It'll like stop glowing because he won't cast it just yet. I can put down some magic, and in case someone tries to break in and attack you or whatever, I'll be alerted that we can come take care of it.
Oh.
Do you not do magic around here?
I apologize. I'm just not very trusting of strangers these days.
Hey, I understand. And I also understand I can come off pretty strong and aggressive and all that most of the time. So if you'd rather someone else cast the spell, that's fine too.
Oh, I don't... It's neither here nor there, I suppose. My room is upstairs, though, so... I guess I will show you.
Actually, yeah. Does she let us into her room?
I mean, she's not afraid to show you. Even like if somebody like, she even puts it out there as a like, these are the beds that are available. This one, this one, this one, this one. She shows you some of the bigger rooms with the bigger beds.
Oh, yes.
And there's only one that she doesn't take you to, and it's her father's old room. I will say though, Ismark is very contrary when she's like, "Would you like this bed?" And he's like, "That's mine. That is my bed. You are not going to put me out of my bed."
Hey, no one said you had to sleep in it alone, though.
What?
Well,
All right, no one likes magic. No one likes it. Never mind. Move on. Continue the tour.
Wherever Irina's room is, Garen's gonna take a second to like move whatever furniture she has like in front of the windows and whatnot, just like block it off.
He will not stop you. Also, I'm pinging it. Not that it matters a whole lot, but it's down at the bottom.
Bottom right.
Oh,
Okay.
this one?
Yeah.
This is her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is Dad's room.
Gotcha. Okay, so I'm going to drop alarm
I
like...
see the bottom half. I was just on the top.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to drop alarm like right in there. Cuz it's 20 foot cube, I think.
While they're kind of pushing, barricading stuff, I'd like to roll an investigation check to see if I see any signs of this being an attack point previously or anything wonky or weird. Is that okay?
Sure. Yeah, go ahead. So there were plenty of signs outside, but I mean those similar signs were for town. As you're making your walk through, you do notice claw marks inside. You notice that there's places where it appears that furniture would be, indentions on carpet, but there's nothing there. The place is also strangely empty. Aside from those larger furnishings, there's not a whole lot that makes it a home at this point, if you know what I mean.
Where did your wardrobe container go? Your mirrors and your bookshelves and all that.
Some of the stuff, you know, they were leaving. I didn't want them to have nothing. Other things were broken when the house was broken into. Some of it went to Father's casket.
Well, I see.
So there were signs of this also being an entrance point?
Where are you pinging?
Oh, her room.
The window.
The window? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Maybe even the chimney if somebody's feeling particularly daring.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think between the things, it looks like there's 2 windows, chimney, and the door to her room.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So we could probably put that thing on its side, block off one of the windows. There's a table downstairs we can use for another window. And then the chimney's pretty small, so we can block that off.
Okay. So
And then
furniture is moved?
And then I think Garen's going to set up a chair right out here, and that's where he's going to be all night.
Was this the guest room? See at the end of the hall.
Ismark like, yeah, you can take the fucking room if you want to take the room. I'll take this one over here. And
Was that a standing tub? Was that a tub? A heated tub I saw in there?
Good luck getting anybody to bring you water, but you're welcome to use it.
Nobody wants to work these days.
Mom, is that you?
Cyrus is the new villain of this.
I'm telling you, he's the worst.
I kind of like it though. It's fun.
Oh, yeah.
As we're kind of settling in a little bit and picking spots, Tristan is going to kind of do that thing where he just appears behind someone. Kieran, a word.
Yeah.
And then they'll kind of go into one of the side areas or hallways that are a little bit more secluded. I think I know why he's after her.
Why?
Does the name Tatiana mean anything to you?
Not off the top of my head.
Centuries ago, he was in love with someone, a woman.
she did not feel the same way. And she shuffled off her mortal coil before he could be with her.
There was like a bell right before you said that in the music. And I'm guessing she looks a lot like her.
The spitting image.
Garen like pulls out his sword. It's gonna be a rough night.
You're a man of the cloth, someone who's familiar with life and death.
I am.
The fog keeps everyone here. Is it possible that the fog also keeps our souls here? Make it so that we can never truly pass on, even in death.
Yeah, I'd say it's all one big fucking joke. I think you're right.
Don't think it's necessarily her power, but her something about her will lead to the end of him. I don't know what, but we can't let her be lost.
I agree.
I'll take the roof.
Stay safe.
And at the end of that conversation, I guess there's no windows. Everything's barred up, right?
Mostly.
Oh, you want to do your thing?
You can escape up an empty chimney if you'd like.
Yeah, it's still pretty creepy. I think he's just gonna kind of crawl into one of the chimneys and then just like I must go. My people need me.
I would simply die.
Just imagine Garen watching that, and be like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah,
fuck?
Achilles like walks up and starts doing like one of those like. That's
No.
Have you seen that one before, Garen?
Can't say I have. And he's gonna go get his chair and sit right outside of her room.
And I will cast alarm in the middle of the room, and anyone who is not the present party or her or the brother, it will set it off.
So you settle in for the night. And it's quiet. It's uneventful. Until Dristan, from your position on the roof, you start to see a sickly green emanating glow start to rise from across town. You see the outline of the Church of the Morning Lord. And then you see figures start to drift into the street. Distant, but glowing. Quiet, eerily so. And it looks like they're coming straight towards the house. And that's where we'll stop for the night.
Oh.
Well then.
Shit.
Like
Fine.
the
I'm so
music I
mad at
posted,
you
guys.
for nat 20 on that fucking pastry, you bitch.
Yeah, I mean, do I still get a? Do I have a weird dream or anything from the pie? Even from that little dip?
Why would you have a weird dream from the pie?
I'm just curious if a
Will
dream
we
pie
ever
gives
will
dreams.
we ever find out what the pie did?
I think not, because I
eat the
saved.
pie.
Sid, did you only message me about just in case Achilles has a dream? Achilles has a
No,
dream.
I
or did you
messaged
message
everybody
everybody?
about the dream.
Because it'd be really funny if you messaged just me because you knew he'd be the only character to be like, give me one of those.
No, I don't know. Like, some people like pies.
That's true. Well, we'll be back with more pies next week, maybe. We're back with something, with some horrible thing floating towards us. Bye-bye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.